Life's stressful. I was just, I was really doing my chest. Everything's just furry. And I'm like, all right, tired of this. So I get in the shower. I'm shaving. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to shave the balls and I'm going hard. So I get everything down to a slick. I even go against the grain.
Oh my God!
Just on some parts to get it like baby.
That hurts a little bit.
Sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me out. Let me out of here. Get me the hell out of here.
This girl, I used to hook up with her. Well, anyways, we kind of fell out of touch. She's a little weird anyway. And I had these two girls lined up. But both girls canceled on me. So she shows up and she has gained like 80 pounds.
She gets up and you're like, here, put the Spider-Man mask on. I've always had a real kink for this.
I love Spider-Man. Yeah, you take it, Spider-Man. See, and they already do it to me right now in the chat. I see it. Where is it at? Look, it's in Enrico. It says, you like swamp. No, that's not what I'm saying, you motherfucker. I'm saying a little. That would be in Vegas right now getting shot on by like 9 dudes. Here's like, for like $2,000, bro. Let's go.
Let's do it.
You gonna on me? What the fuck is going on?
I'd be going crazy. I'd have an OnlyFans because your boy wants a Ferrari. I don't know how I get it. I really like that part in the intro when my shirt's off and there's like flames coming off me and I'm jiggling.
You're doing the little dance. Like
yeah, I was like a little bit cutter back then. A little bit
cutter or cuter?
You wasn't even what?
No, I was just staring at my own picture down at the bottom.
I was too, actually. That's all. I was looking at Nick and then I was looking at my tits. That's all I do. I didn't even see Z. I forgot she was here. It's weird.
Wait.
I was just looking. I was actually looking at my tits on the thing and was thinking I need to get my tits redone so that they live up to the piece of art that was created.
I think it's amazing that Camelot looks at my picture and his tits because that's all I do. It's my entire life.
Well, welcome you bitches to the 6th episode of Camel Thoughts with Zia and our guest today, as usual, my boy Nick REKIETA Law, a small law firm in Minnesota. How you doing, bud?
Oh, well, that's a loaded question, isn't it? Here's how I'm doing. I'm doing large Dairy Queen Blizzard well.
What kind of blizzard is that? Tell me everything.
Cookie dough with no fudge sauce.
Oh.
Stop talking dirty, Nick.
Because you know what a good vanilla thing doesn't need in it? Anything black.
That's for damn sure.
How you don't have a show on Compound Media, I'll never know. Anthony should have given you one years ago.
No idea.
We don't need to soil the bloodline. No soul in the bloodline, please.
Someone, a friend of mine texted me today, and they're like, "Hey, you okay?" Like, because I slept really, really late. I must have my voice kind of trashed, so I'm maybe was getting sick. I don't know. I didn't think so, but then I slept forever. And they're like, "Hey, are you around? You alive?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm alive." And they're like, "Oh God," I was kind of worried. I was like, "Well, don't be worried because when I die, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get to heaven, and I'm going to be greeted at the gate by Nick Fuentes." And he's going to say, "We were right," and then throw me out.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. Speaking of throwing you out, I got to give a shout out to this guy right here, Low Watermark in the chat. This dude super thanks on my other channel a $500 super thanks. I don't think I've ever got more than like 20. And he did a $500 super thanks. So I appreciate it. I've been going through the shit lately. You know how it's like winter now, and it's like, when winter comes, you get all sad and gay. So I was very sad and gay. So thank you, Low Watermark. I appreciate you so much. I'm glad you're here. He said YouTube cut me off. I've already done 500 to EBS. That, you know how you bypass that? You just make another account that's with the exact same name. I've seen people do it. And also, by the way,
in fact, if you want to try it, you can make like 4 or 5 accounts and just keep trying it, and you'll keep working. You keep going.
They call me Scam-a-lot for a reason, bitches.
That was impeccable, Cody.
Here we go, Billy Hatcher, my boy, already dropping it like it's hot. It says, "Big love, boy, for my gay man, and don't let the Twitter stuff get you down." And also, glad to see Zia and Nick here. It's gonna be fun. I'll be listening to StreamYARD. I'll play my game. Hell yeah, my friend. That's what I do. Thank you, Billy. I love you. Getting us started off fine. and delicious. Fine and delicious. Make sure you do me a favor, guys. You like this show. It's going to be a great show. We're talking about the Marvels. It came out, and as it came to a surprise to everyone that it bombed at the box office. I'm actually very shocked that a forced, diverse narrative for people, you know, that are not even fans, that don't even support the products anyway. Very, very, very shocked that it didn't roll over well. And I'm actually going to talk about that way more in depth. But it's pretty interesting. Speaking of, you know, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie came out and freaking went ham. And everybody's like, oh, it's really weird how making a movie for the fans loyal to the source material usually plays pretty well. It's pretty crazy, right? So thank you, Billy Hatcher. I love you. And also, we're talking about Yong Yea, a YouTuber that somehow is exclusively known as a voice actor. Shockingly, you're going to see why that's really weird to me. I'm going to be honest with you. And then, of course, we got a lot more. So thank you, Billy Hatcher, for getting us started off. We love you. We appreciate you, Helena, by the way, down here with the super sticker. We love you, Helena.
Oh, I got to add Helena. I got Snapchat. I feel like one of the cool kids now.
Yeah, she finally sent me the picture of her brown eye. I've been waiting for a long time for that.
Yeah, you sent me how many red boys? It took like, I don't know. Only
yeah.
10.
And I'm like, look, now that I've seen it, I think we need to do the bleaching.
You think I should bleach it? Cody, everybody told me not to bleach it.
This is a joke. It's a joke.
He's not seen my butthole, everyone. God.
Not yet. Thank you. Big shout out to Ray Knott. My boy's always here. Thank God for Zia and her bobs. Otherwise, the stream would be two dudes jerking each other. That's for damn sure. And that comes later. Thank you, Ray Knott. I appreciate you.
I'm going to sit in the corner and watch.
Cuck.
The cuck chair. Get in the cuck chair.
Do I have to wear a cuck hat too?
Yep.
I'll do it.
Thank you so much. Fan with no name says, can you stop putting Nick's face in the thumbnail? I was having a great evening until I saw that. Dude, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Speaking of the whole point. Oh. Look how beautiful it is.
Oh, I love it.
Allah Akbar. There you go. Look at it. Oh my God. Mint, who will be on my show in 2 weeks, something like that. I think 2 weeks.
Goddamn gem of a human.
Thank you so much for your red boy. I love you. I appreciate you. That puts us 100 until no, it's the goal's different. This is Saturday. I apologize. That puts us halfway almost to next.
Well, you know, you're halfway, Camelot. You're halfway up the building to the rooftop, where we will have great ceremony and cast you off.
Question for the other one, whoever that, I forget who that character is. Who's that character?
I'm Muhammad.
Oh, Muhammad. Excuse me. Sorry. Question for Muhammad. When women die, do we get 72 virgins? Is that a thing?
No, women are born dead.
Oh. Okay. That explains why my pussy.
That is why we must own you. You have no life. You have no agency. We bring you into the house as charity. Keep you around for a couple years. Throw you from the rooftop after we throw the gays.
Okay. Fair enough.
No, unfortunately, your paradise, a woman's paradise, is just being able to be in our presence. You don't do the after part.
That's nice. Okay, I see.
No, the best part is when you got the good clerics who are like, well, yeah, you can still have sex with your wife after she's dead for a while.
Oh my God.
I mean, she still has to perform her duties. Like, it's
her wifely duties don't end just because she died. God.
Oh my gosh.
Finally, she's quiet. Oh, wait, shit. Finally, she's quiet. Am I right, boys?
I can hear the macaroni and cheese just mixing right now. Oh, God. Can you imagine? What a nightmare. Thank you so much, Mint, for your red boy. I appreciate you. Tristan says, what's up? Your boy won the cup championship, bro. I was pretty happy about that. Thank God for Ryan Blaney. Congratulations. He's the man. Domacles of Syracuse says, Nick, it's Zia's turn for brutal fat shaming. $50 if you can make her cry.
Oh, do it. I
yeah.
need it.
She's bulking right now.
I am bulking right now, and I feel so fucking fluffy and fat like a goddamn marshmallow. I fucking hate it. I hate it so goddamn much.
It's time.
Terrible.
Okay, first you gotta. Well, you're like hands are. I gotta see the stomach. How terrible does it look? Oh, you know, you don't get to suck in.
Oh Jesus! Look at all them rolls.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on, I got it. Let me see.
I'm gonna cry.
Zia.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Well, first of all, thank you for standing up. I know that was hard.
You.
You said you'd been working on squats, but we realized that was just you getting up to go to the fridge. I saw you've been doing a lot of these snack streams lately, a couple more than usual. And each one's longer. I'm not sure what that's about. And I assume the money goals just keep getting higher. How many fridges do you have now? 2? 3 fridges. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's perfectly normal to have 3 fridges. You know, for someone, you know, 1 for every 100, 150 pounds is about right. So, you know, the next time you clear out your fridge, which I assume isn't going to take long, try and downsize them. And downsize them by actually, like, you know, picking up the fridge, moving it, doing anything other than just letting it collect dust while you collect. I'd say pounds, but I think we got to go with stones here. We got to go with stones. You're so fucking giant. We have to move to English measurements.
Oh no.
Yeah. Think about that, because the next fat shaming you get is going to be in a British accent.
That was a masterpiece.
That was
your best one.
fantastic. I'm gonna remember that he takes a bite of his
As he eats ice cream.
You
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, I'm gonna take that with me to the gym tomorrow.
We realize
Taking that with me to the gym.
we realized what that credit card debt was. It's from Lowe's. All those fridges.
Oh, you're going to take that with you to Jim the sandwich guy? Makes 2 or 3 sandwiches an hour.
Oh Jesus.
He's the guy you go back in the alley and he's like, you're like, how much for a foot long? He's like, that'll be $4.50. And you're expecting zip, but what you actually hear is like, get out the bread, lay it down, cut it open it up, drop mayo on there. Probably extra mayo, right, Zia?
Oh, I really hate mayonnaise. It's so fucking gross.
Jesus. Mid-tier man says you're gay all year. It's just in summer you're happy gay, and in autumn you're sad gay. Yes, mid-tier. That is very accurate. Well, usually what is happening is I'm traveling a lot. And when I'm traveling, I don't have time to like think about things. And then during the end of the year, when nothing's going on, I'm like, man, I wish I was dead. You know, you get in your own thoughts. You're like, hey, you know what? That shotgun looks pretty tasty. I don't know what it is. Thank you, mid-tier. Appreciate you.
Oh.
Monkey man, I love you. I appreciate you, man. Bad Dragon Knight, my boy. We got a bunch of 20s. Is why I'm trying to get through these. Thank you, Bad Dragon Knight. Slosher, I told Zia already, don't pay to get your beehole bleached. Get some crest whitening strips.
Cody, will you be that friend?
Oh yeah, dude. I volunteer myself as tribute. Yeah, dude.
Crest whitening. I'm fucking done.
Oh, I love Slasher so much.
What a maniac. Thank you, Slosher. Mid-tier man says, my paradise is being surrounded by women who can't talk.
Me too, mid-tier man.
All they want to do is be contrarians and argue for the sake of arguing over stuff that they don't even agree with themselves over. You ever heard that? Like a woman will just start arguing the opposite point, and you're like, you don't even believe that, though. I know how you believe. It's like, yeah, but I'm just saying for like conversation purposes. I'm like, bitch, shut up.
Let me just play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
No.
Oh God, that phrase makes me like my blood boil because
Good movie though.
So many times. But let me just play devil's advocate. It's like, no, how about not? Okay. Thank you, bitch.
Yeah, you should try being a lawyer. Then you are devil's advocate. You don't have to play one on TV.
Oh yeah, that's something you're very familiar with.
Oh, well, he's not a real lawyer.
not practicing.
Not a real lawyer. All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much. We're already halfway to Naked Snake that fast, right? And we just did the intro. That's all we did. So today we're talking about Marvel, Yong Yea, and some other stuff. Make sure you follow my booking agent account on Twitter, which will be in the chat in 1 second. Have you seen the Marvels, Nick? I'd assume not.
I think he just starts laughing.
No. I mean, no one has seen it. That's the point.
Why would it? Oh my God. You can't pay me. Like I could not be like Gary or Az or any of those guys. Like you couldn't pay me to watch it. I don't care. It's so fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I should watch it for content, But I've gotten to the point where I don't want to give them my money. I won't do it. I wanted to hate watch Rings of Power, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm not giving them the numbers. I'm not giving them the numbers for new Doctor Who. I'm not doing it. They need to fucking learn. And the way they learn is you don't give them money for their shitty products and then they stop making them. They probably won't, but at least they'll be bankrupt.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Marvels came out, and to everybody's surprise, it bombed at the box office, which is strange to me. I had some added anxiety just on the off chance because Critical Drinker wanted me to join his show the other day. And I was like, man, I was at the gym and whatnot. But I got this like sneaking feeling that I was going to get invited to FNT and they were going to tell me to watch Marvels. And I'm like, bro, please, God. And this is like the 1 in 1,000 chance that this happens. I'm like, man, I really don't want to watch that goddamn movie because I can't deal with this. And the studios act so surprised. Like, we saw the South Park episode where it's like, we just have to pander more. The movie Five Nights at Freddy's came out and went ham as hell to box office. I think it had one of the biggest openings for a video game movie ever. It was huge. Absolutely huge.
Not too hard, though. Like, to be fair, not too hard. Most video game movies are gutter trash.
Yeah. So it comes out. Yeah. It takes the world by storm. And it's because the director himself said this movie was made for the fans. It's not made for everybody. It's made for the fans of, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's what we wanted to do. And I'm so shocked that strategy worked. Okay. Because it seems completely outlandish nowadays that people would think that making just a movie for the fans of the actual series itself would do well. And it did. So the Marvels, though, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have Disney, you have Marvel, and they're like, they'll release statements before their shows or movies that come out, and they're like, this show and or movie is it's kind of close to the source material, but we also had our story to tell. They always say we have our story. What the hell do you mean your story? You have 2 writing credits on a sitcom in 2014. It's the fact that you're just like a Asian lady. That's the only reason why you're here. And
hey, they got a lot of life to describe stealing takeout from dumpsters.
So they say we have our story to tell. And if you're not okay with our forced diversity in the narrative, then you're not fans of ours and you're not welcome. And so right then you alienate your actual fans that already exist, the people that were a shoe-in to give you profit, you alienate them. And then the people that said they wanted this in the first place, the people on Twitter with pink hair, they weren't going to see your movie anyway or buy your products. It's like
people with pink hair are shit.
Yeah,
I know, they're really stupid. I fucking hate those people.
Yeah, I don't understand why anybody would go with pink. To be fair, but there's so many other things you could do, especially when they do like the tips of their hair. It's even gayer. But says box office bomb. The Marvels opening to $47 million in new low for Marvel Studios, which is less than like The Flash, less than everything else, and
it already was doing bad.
Yeah. It's over. And it's funny, I think from what I remember, the first Marvel movie with Brie Larson actually did decent.
Right? Yeah, it did. I think it hit $1 billion, didn't it? It was one of those ones that just did ridiculously well. I think because it was the first one, but people left disappointed.
Yeah, because they didn't realize. Well, I think it came in right before all this gay stuff. Like it came in right before
all the gay stuff. And this was, I didn't realize it was going to get so gay so quick either. And at the time I was at AfterBuzz and I was doing Marvel TV Weekly, Marvel Movie News, and Marvel News Daily. I was covering like every fucking thing Marvel. So I had to go see it. And I remember leaving the theater thinking like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, why was that so bad? And then I watched it again and I really had to like think about why I hated it so much. And it was because the writing was terrible, because they did cram the whole feminist thing down your throat in a really obnoxious way. They also
I got things to cram down feminist throats.
That'll probably make them a lot less fucking insufferable.
Yeah, for sure.
That's such a good idea. That's what we should do.
I'm just talking about bananas. What you guys are doing.
It's
bananas.
wild.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah,
but cramps. They're less angry. But yeah, they made the character so unlikable. She was so stiff. You didn't care about her at all. Because the writing was so terrible, the acting was so stiff that I left and I was like, I just didn't give a shit.
Yeah. And basically what they did is they took a male character and they just cast a female in it. And that's that you could
Annette Bening.
Yeah, you can make women characters great. It's just
There are
they'll just write them
plenty of them.
completely. They'll just write them masculine, and it's like no one wants that. Like masculine women suck. Not even women like masculine women. They like feminine women. Like that's what women actually like. It says right here that in the movie Brie Larson's joined by Iman Vellani, which apparently everybody is saying is the only reason the movie was like decent was because that girl like seemed fun and like she was having a good time in the actual movie itself. And the thing with Nia DaCosta. So Nia DaCosta is the director of this movie, and this is the weird. And they keep touting that she was the first Black director, and like you have to read the rest of that statement. It's the first Black director of an MCU film, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's like you're narrowing it down a lot to get that sweet ESG Gibbs of an MCU film. I read it when the first time I read it, I thought it was of a film. And I was like, huh, weird. I don't think that's true, but it was an MCU film. And I'm like, oh, you're just really narrowing down the pool just so you can say she did the first thing. And
why did it take them so long? I think that's what we should all be asking.
Yeah.
Marvel Studios, why did it take you so long to let a beautiful Black woman direct a movie? And why, when you let her direct a movie, is it the first one to fail so fucking bad?
Have we seen what she looks like? Is she beautiful?
I think they just Zia. I said she was Black and a woman.
Sorry.
Of course.
Yeah. That's my bad, obviously. Wow.
Oh my God.
Canceled Zia.
Does she look like a rotting grape tomato? What does she look like?
Oh no. Put it up. I want to see.
It's here. I will bring it up. We'll bring it up in a second. But real quick. So if you look at her actual credits, by the way, Disbrew's in the chat. I love you, dude.
What's up, Disbrew? Hey, I mentioned earlier, I may need some voiceover for a fat shaming for someone.
And he has the perfect yeah, so
don't feel attacked at all. Not at all. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
I'm not going to eat pie in the shower later crying.
It'll just make your diet better. So look at these previous writer credits, by the way. So this person, Nia DaCosta, Candyman. So Nia DaCosta directs a huge MCU film, which is following a $1 billion MCU film, the first one, right? So that being said, look at the writing credits. This is what I see a lot when I see a female Asian director or a female director for an MCU film or any film that kind of is in this like Disney, this Disney universe, I guess. I always go and look at the writing credits, and there's like a handful, and only one of them is anything anybody knows about. And I'm like, how the hell did they get signed on to do an MCU film? It's so strange. It's almost like they were giving it as charity. You know what that reminds me of?
Or they stole it.
That looks like a great film. Let me get that real quick.
Or welfare, maybe.
You just look in the backyard and they just have 900 films in their backyard. You're like, oh, you bastard. There's like that. There's a picture of that. You ever seen that picture? And it's like 1,000 boxes just stacked up in a guy's backyard. I'm like, I wonder who lives there. But there's like a short, something called Little Woods, a podcast series, and then Candyman.
The new one that everyone hates.
Yeah, I was going to say that was in 2021, which means I bet you it was awful.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden the Marvels, what? How did this happen? And it reminds me of Natalie Portman. So remember when Natalie Portman was bitching a couple years ago that there was no female directors and blah, 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 blah. And she's going to make her own studio and blah, blah, blah. And then she makes her own studio and only hires white dude directors for like the first 10 years or something. Oops. It's almost like they suck, but this is what she looks like.
She's not giant. That's nice.
I was gonna say she doesn't look bad. She just looks woke.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, she looks irritating.
She looks like if she sat in the 32nd seat on a plane, she would complain the entire time that everybody else was getting off.
Wait, go back to that picture. Go back to that last picture. Why does it look like the guy on the right is like a pursuing his master's degree in social studies, working at a school for retards, talking to this guy? Like, why is that the scene that I keep seeing? And specifically, it looks like a guy like doing the studies, right? Like, oh, just two dudes talking. One of them's just a sub 70 IQ, and the other one's retarded.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, so. It's very, very interesting to me. Very interesting. And I'm not shocked at all that it is gonna bomb. And it's funny because people are like, oh, it's still gonna make $100 million probably. And I'm like, and I saw I don't remember who it was on Twitter. They were like, they're like, oh, it still made $100 million. It made money, so you can't shame it. Like, you're just jealous. And I'm like,
How much did it cost to make the movie, and also
Prob-
how much did it cost to
Which movie?
the Marvels?
Marvels?
probably like
I-
500
Someone
million.
said 250 or 270 million, something like that.
Yeah, and that's not even, and they're trying to say that they weren't able to. So I've seen people trying to defend the movie by saying it didn't do well because of the writer's strike, they weren't able to promote it. But they also had a marketing budget. There's no way they didn't.
Yeah.
So how much did they also spend on marketing? They
Oh,
did
it's
market it.
huge. Marketing
Yeah.
budgets are huge.
Something
It's more than the
similar.
movie sometimes, right?
Something
Like, it's
similar,
crazy.
Yeah.
something similar to that.
Yeah.
And also the fact that theaters get a 50% of ticket sales, so it's going to have to make like $600, $700, $800 million to break even.
Mhm.
So it's not going to do that. It's not. Sorry. And like I said, the people on Twitter is like, oh, it's still making money. Like, you're just jealous. I'm like, what? I'm not, dude. If I lost $600 million, I'd be fucked. To be honest, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If I,
Not
you know,
people don't realize this. Not everything that makes money is a success. There's lots of that going around. There's lots of stuff that makes a lot of money. It's a lot of times it's about how they're spending behind the scenes. I mean, Marvel overproduces movies. They underdeliver. The funny thing, you were talking earlier about how Five Nights at Freddy's guys like, yeah, this is just for the fans. Well, Five Nights at Freddy's fan base is huge.
Yep.
So you can actually, if you cater directly to them, you can make something very, very sustainable and actually very profitable, because I think it's a $20 million production budget there.
Yep.
The funny thing about Disney is they're taking these properties that are catered towards built-in fan bases that are still pretty big. I mean, Marvel properties are still popular. They have been forever. So you could cater to them. Be very careful about your marketing budget, who you pick for actors, etc. I think the first X-Men movie is probably a really good example of a Marvel property done really, really well within budget, with a cast that wasn't too expensive. And you do that and you get good results. What you don't do is what Disney does. Hi, we're gonna take this very niche property, and then we're gonna say it's for everybody, but then we're also gonna say, but half of you fucking suck.
Yep.
Like, and it's amazing. And they're like, how did this happen? How did the white man do this to us? It's like, dude, like you told him not to come to the movie and he didn't. Like, that's the answer.
The other thing I feel like they don't realize is, they're making too many of the movies. They're pumping too many of them out at this point. Everybody has fatigue, even if I think they were loving it. But another thing I don't think they realize is, if they make it for the fan base, which, as you said, is pretty big, those people will go see it more than once.
Yeah.
Like, if you make an amazing product for the fans, they will buy it when it comes out. They'll buy the merchandise. They'll buy the clothes. They'll go see it in theaters 3 or 4 times. I have done that.
Dude, I wanted to beat up this guy in high school, but he was way bigger than me, because he went and saw Blade 9 times the opening weekend.
See?
So
Yes.
you might want to beat me up, because I saw 300 9 times.
You are, God. Can we go to Rumble so I can call you all the names you deserve to be called?
Listen. All right. My mom worked with marketing for a newspaper company that advertised for the theater, so I got to watch movies for free. So I watched every movie that was out, and I was like bored, so I just kept watching 300 over and over.
No, we've now discovered why you're so gay.
All those abs.
He's sitting there with toothpicks in his eyes, looking at sweaty men.
It's like his aim was unwavering. I'm like, oh my God.
It's like, I wish he would waver it on my face.
This explains so much.
Why were all their abs so shredded?
Because did you see their workout regime? It was ridiculous.
Yeah, they've also been working out since they were 4, so that might have something to do with it.
And if I remember right, like they put out that thing that all of the actors in the cast had to attend the like boot camp with basically like the guy from fucking Bring It On, but for men. He's sitting there just shaming them, making them do like 13 hours of heavily intense workouts every day, and they didn't get to eat. Just like do more crunches.
That sounds great. Can I go do that for a couple of months?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You need more than that.
Let's do that.
I'm gonna go ham. I'm gonna have 300 abs. And when I get down to 300 abs, I'm just gonna wear the fucking sash and the freaking thing everywhere. And
Might as well.
I would love to see that in the grocery store. I'd love to just see a fucking shredded Cody and the whole full-on 300 armor walking through the grocery store, just buying chicken breasts and broccoli.
Your boy Low Watermark just dropped 50
I see it. Yeah, I was about to pull
50
that.
subs in the chat.
I don't even know.
Holy
I don't even know how much
shit.
that costs, but it's insane. Thank you. It said Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. Nick SEC 24220. Chris Y sent that link. I'll post in the private chat for you. Thank you, Chris Y. Appreciate you. And Low Watermark dropped 50 memberships. I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't even know how much that costs, but I'm sure it's freaking maxed.
They're still spamming the whole chat, handing them all out.
It's just everywhere.
It's like I gotta look for people to give this to. There's only 33 viewers.
$250.
Damn.
Sorry, my voice hurts tonight. I'm gotta shit on everybody.
In front of God and everybody. Jeez. Me over here feeling bad about myself. Nick's like, oh, all 3 viewers. I'm like, oh wow. Shit. Look at
I can make it worse, Camelot.
Just looking at my 12 gauge that I keep there for protection, you know. Like, man, look at that. Look how shiny that is. I want it. Thank you, Low Watermark, for the giant support. You insane man, you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Doing a lot for you, boy, lately, and I don't deserve it at all. So I appreciate that. You're goated, man. Goated as hell. But hopefully this Marvel bomb, and I'm not going to say it because I mean, look at Disney. I feel like there's something behind the scenes. Like, is it money laundering? Like, what's going on to make them intentionally make terrible decision after terrible decision? And you know they know it's going to fail. Like, there's no one sitting in these executive boardrooms saying we're going to make so much money. Like, you know, they know. Like, so what are these conversations behind the scenes about? What are they talking about?
Well, and I can't figure out what the end game is. So they do the thing, they lose a bunch of money, they make like 10% of the population who's super hardcore happy, 50% are pissed off, the other 40% are completely indifferent. So what's the point? What are we doing all this for?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I don't understand.
And like Nick said, they'll always release a statement a week or two before the movie comes out saying this movie isn't made for white men. And I'm like, well, there goes 85% of your demographic that watches movies in theaters. You dumbass.
Yeah, have you been to a comic shop? I mean,
yeah, 85% is a low number if you go to a comic book shop. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that joke.
There's like 14 white dudes playing Pathfinder, and then there's one black dude with Down syndrome that is just there because his brother's there. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You showed that picture earlier.
Oh my god.
I love spaghetti.
I like Tired Nick. I like Tired Nick a lot.
Spaghetti is my favorite. Open the magic cards, Jaquan. Spaghetti is my favorite food. No, look.
Oh, wait, no, he's black. He'd open it with a 9mm.
Oh, that was low effort. Oh my god. No, I watched this show called Down with Love the other day.
Oh, Cody, every time I'm texting with you, you're watching that show. Literally every time I text Cody, he's like, I'm about to watch Down with Love. It's about these Down syndrome people on a dating show. It's me all choked up, and I'm always like, what the fuck?
I want to watch it so bad.
It's so brutal.
Dude, no, it's because I watched that Love on the Spectrum show.
Oh,
and I was like, well, this will be great. This is going to be the funniest thing I ever watched. And then I'm sitting here crying like Jordan Peterson. I'm like, I hope Mike gets a girlfriend. Like, it's like it's like the sweetest show ever. And then the one the one guy with the backpack. Wait, that's most of them. The one guy with the backpack likes dinosaurs, but not trains. And he takes the Down syndrome girl to the dinosaur museum and just talks your ear off for like 9 hours about every dinosaur.
He's like, this is the Stegosaurus left 47. Their claws could rip a man in half. And I'm like, dude, he's fucked.
I love that show.
Dude, it's so brutal when it's like he's like they go to the Renaissance Fair. That guy James in the American version is so. Dude, I love that guy. There's an American version. I don't know if you watched.
I haven't watched that one. I only watched the Australian one. I didn't even realize they were autistic. They were just Australian.
It is even better because there's this guy named James. Dude, there's this guy named James on the American version, and he is 1-to-1 Napoleon Dynamite. Like, it is unbelievable. And he's like, he's just like, oh yeah, let's see. So maybe I can get a dagger and wear it on my side, but there's not enough reach. Yeah, you never know. And then his dad's like, you can't take a double-edged longsword. And he's just, oh, Dad, God, he's screaming. And they go to a Renaissance fair, him and this girl. And he's like, seems like he's in character because he's just like, hello, valiant gentlemen. And he's like walking up and he's like, you wouldn't mind if I get a photo with you? Yes, let's see. And then he gets photos and it works out and they have a great time. And then at the end, the girl walks up to him and he's like, so would you like to, of course, hang out with me again? Yeah. And she's like, yeah, but as friends. And then it starts playing piano music.
Oh my God. So
And
you
I'm
just
like,
want to watch
It starts-
more people get their hearts broken?
oh no.
Starts playing the Last Resort remix by Falling in Reverse. Do 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 do.
And these producers, these sons of bitches, make this dude walk over to the pier and look off of it into the sunlight, and it's just playing sad music. And he's like, maybe I'll find a date someday. I'm a bit sad, and he's like looking off, and his hair's blowing the wind's blowing his hair, and it's like playing piano music. And I'm like, they told him to go walk over there so they could film him being sad. Oh my God! But it's great. But the Down with Love's brutal because it'll be two people. And they're like 4 years old in the mind, man. Some of these people, and it's heart wrenching. And you'll watch it, and they're like, "What's your favorite food?" And it's like spaghetti. And then it's like, "What's your favorite TV show?" And the other person's like, it just triggers them, and they're like, "I don't want to talk about TV right now." And you're like, "What?" And it's just the weirdest thing. And then at the end of it, it's like, "How did you like your date?" And then both of them are like, "They're amazing. I loved them." And I'm in love. And I'm like, "What?" You seem so combative the whole time with them.
Oh, it's so great.
Oh, and this is my favorite part, and this is where I'll end it. The scene. Oh God, there's a scene where there's two people and they are in a relationship, two Down syndrome, and they go meet with a sex coach. And
Wait, why are they sending these mentally?
They're in a relationship. Yeah, they deserve to smash pissers. So they get there.
That was the best couple on Down with Love. They're like they just kept talking about how much sex they have or not down with Love on the Spectrum.
On the Spectrum.
Yeah, they're just talking about how they're just in each other's pants all day.
Yeah,
it's so funny. It's like good for you guys.
God damn.
Yeah. So they go there. And this lady's like, okay, so, I'm a sexual coach. What do you guys think about sex? And the girl's like, oh, I love sex with this guy. And she's like, slaps his leg. And then you can see the therapist, like immediately, she's like, this is bullshit. So she's like, what do you think sex is? And the guy's like, kissing and pranks. I like paused it and I had to pause the show. I was like losing my pranks. What? Oh my God, planks. And then she's like, well, okay, that's not what sex is. And it's like, maybe you could smack, Lizzie on the bum. And then she's like, how would you like that, Lizzie? And she's like, oh no, I won't like that.
How does she go directly from like they don't know what sex is to let's get into some spank?
Yeah, how about the spank play?
Yeah, like that seems like she's going from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. How about she explains what sex is first?
I'm gonna give you these gator clamps, and I'm gonna need you to start slapping him and calling him a bitch.
You're gonna connect that to a car battery. You don't know what that is yet. Don't worry.
Oh my God.
Oh no, I have one. I pulled it out of my dad's station wagon.
Oh my God, planks. God. I just couldn't believe it, but it's
cute.
It's a
veteran clown says, "Haha, you're pregnant. Get pranked."
Oh my God,
that's the long con right there. 9 months later, gotcha.
Imagine having a normal child, because that actually happens. There's a guy with Down syndrome. He had 2 normal boys.
Well, yeah, it's just if the chromosomes are there, like there's enough chromosomes for the next kid.
Just that's
just
crazy.
Not enough for them. They were like,
oh yeah,
happened for me.
Yeah,
we can give them to the next one. That's a cruel joke. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that would be that would be fucked up when you have one person in your entire wing of the hospital that's
oh God,
has Down syndrome.
You kept doing the Down syndrome voice. So when you said wing of the hospital, I thought you were saying ring.
No.
Why is he doing it now?
I'm just thinking like you have one Down syndrome girl.
Wing, wing. Hello?
One Down syndrome girl in like the west wing of a hospital, and she's like in a medically induced coma, and then you find out she's pregnant. It's like, oh my god, who did this?
No,
Who did this? Because they got fat asses on them. I don't know what it's about, but like,
how?
Here,
what do you mean how they always have
evidence?
fat asses?
Evidence in the private chat. I had that on lock. Actually, that was my locals. It's their fault.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my god. Fuck. How?
It's like, hear me out. Hear me out.
God was like, well, we got to give him something. We've taken so much.
They give them asses, bro.
I love
Wow.
Django so much. That is the funniest man on Twitter.
I'm not following him. I need to be.
Oh,
I know he's probably banned. Zia, he does body reviews of black pop culture chicks, and it is I could read that all day.
Is he also black, or is that just
Yeah.
a fake
Oh,
picture? He is. Okay.
He's too funny to be white by a long shot. Hold on,
I'm
let me.
gonna see if I can find him.
God, it's amazing.
Django Shakur.
Deadpool Dubs, appreciate you, my friend. Said, how many pink boys are we away from hogs and nips? 8. Something like that. Thank you, Helena. I love you. Appreciate you. Says, can you shame me into doing my work that's due at midnight because I don't want to? Helena says. How about you stop being a bitch, Helena? Okay. You're Jewish. How do you have to be shamed into doing work? Money should just fall from the ceiling into your lap. I'm so confused. How does this work? Thank you, Helena. I appreciate
Oh, he's super fucking banned.
super fucking banned. Just like me. He's not just banned, he's super banned. Just like me.
Oh, he is super banned. Damn.
Yeah. I do have a response to one of his videos. It was called it says they need to start putting muzzles on people like you. Shit. Damn it, I miss him so much already.
Oh, I'm sad that he's banned. I want to laugh.
Hey, how do you let's see how you can do this, Nick. So Helena asked you to shame her into doing work, and she doesn't want to do. She doesn't want to do work, and also for context, she's Jewish.
Sorry, did you say that for context, or did you say that for ammo? Is that what that was?
I mean,
I feel like you said that for different reasons there. Oh my god.
Helena. Listen, you got to do the work. You got to do. If you don't do the work, what are you going to do? How are you going to get money? How are you going to lend it? If you don't have money, how can you lend it out? If you're not lending it out, you're not collecting interest. You're not getting more money. You're not lending to more people. Then you're not grabbing houses. You're not foreclosing. If you're not foreclosing, just because you didn't want to do the work today, what are you doing tomorrow? How are you gonna plan for the future, Helena? If you're not doing the work, I know you're not observing the Sabbath. You got to do the work.
Oh.
You got to put it in. You got to put it in if you want it to come out, if you know what I'm saying. There you go.
Amazing.
Who's your Jew shaming?
Thank you, Helena. Matt Amos has mentioned a TTRPG, and it's Pathfinder. Nerd. I'm sorry. Yes. I know about Pathfinder. Thank you, Matt Amos. I appreciate you. I used to go play HeroClix like every weekend when I was like 20 because I was super gay. Thank you, Matt Amos. Keros says, did you change clothes? Did you just change clothes?
No.
I went to pee.
What
This is
Camelot. What were you doing? Looking at her face?
I guess so.
how dare you? I'm so offended. You were looking at my face. What the fuck?
Camelot.
I wore this.
Tits are down here. Your tits are down here.
Tits are down here. Thighs are here. I didn't wear this dress for fucking nothing. God damn it.
Thank you,
Hell
Karis.
is this shit?
Gosh, how can you not like Twains? Like, whoa, go make some damn taters. Thank you, Karis. I appreciate you. Love you. You're goated for your orange boy. My girlfriend says Sax is wicking stamps. Thank you, 200 Watt Studio. Appreciate you. Billy Hatcher says, how much to a naked snake? I mean, I don't even know. I can't do the math, but it's like probably 300 something with those gifted memberships. They don't give you the info on the thing. They only give you like $1 amount because they're dumb. Thank you, Billy. I love you. And Deadpool Dubs with a big old delicious pink boy. Read this one, Nick.
Let's all level Gaza to. Wait, oh.
You got to read it in the thing, in your accent. The good one.
Let's all level Gaza to a whole cornfield. Inshallah. Inshallah. Wait, it's not really. I think I have to read it a different way. Let's all level Gaza to a whole cornfield. Inshallah. I am not sent people, but Cody Daddy has always been here since day one. What? I don't even get. Oh, wait, what? Pick a lane, Deadpool. I hate you.
By the way, I went to fucking Home Goods today because I had to get some shit for my house, whatever.
Oh god.
And there was, because Christmas is coming up, so of course they have to also have the Hanukkah section for the Jewish people. And on one of the pillows, it was a pillow that said "Oy vey" on it. Is that like an acceptable thing to sell? To me, it seemed vaguely racist, but I don't know. Helena, help.
Oh man. Yeah, me and Helena had this conversation in person. I'm like, shouldn't you know things like about banks and monies and shit? She's like, no. And I'm like, this makes no sense.
This makes no sense. You're like, be more Jewish.
Like I know things about trailer parks and like V8 motors and like dogs. Like,
I know a lot about spam and Asian stuff. Oy vey is Yiddish for "oh man," said Helena.
I know about art and opera and mansions.
Mansions.
I'm just kidding. I was just pretending to be white for a minute.
Thank you, Deadpool. And I missed like 8 super chats because for some reason the page auto refreshed, but they're still there, so I'll hit them in a second. Thank you guys so much. Real quick, let's talk about Yong Yea, because Yong Yea is I'm personally offended, and the reason I'm personally offended is because Yong Yea is a YouTuber that has been around for 100 years. He pretty much started and popularized, and I might be, getting this slightly wrong because I don't know the lore, but as far as I can tell, he pretty much popularized and started the entire like making a video about articles and reading it about video game news and shit, and he got really a large following, like 1 million followers at the very minimum, as far as I know. I haven't looked at his channel in a long time. For some reason, it doesn't pop up for me. Probably blocked. He has a very weird habit of blocking everybody in sight about everything always.
Yong Yea.
Yong Yea. So he became a voice actor, and I'm pretty sure everybody can agree that he leveraged his YouTube to do so, which is fine, whatever. But if you Google him, it just says he's a voice actor. It doesn't even mention his YouTube, which is hilarious. But he did a character in a game called Yakuza. The new Yakuza game came out, and he is doing the English version. And I think now, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure they didn't even release the English version because of this. And I could be wrong. I saw an article talking about it. But here it is. And this is the actual clip. This is not a troll. This is not fake. This is real. So listen to this real quick, and it's going to blow your mind. Like, for real. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Justice. We're breaking the law, breaking the world together. Going out all tenderness. We're breaking
like, what the fuck?
Rules.
Why would they get this guy to sing?
What?
Back to how it was.
Why can't he get a fucking filter to make it sound not awful?
Yeah, they could have at the very least auto-tuned him. Just anything.
Auto-tuned the hell out of him. That's the issue.
Give him reverb or something.
God.
Anything.
Wait, that was auto-tuned?
Yeah.
Like, to what fucking chord?
Yeah. I know.
I want to hear the original now. What the fuck?
That was auto-tuned to F-.
This is the you're talking about the original track. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Imagine. And now I got to be honest. A lot of it has to, probably 50% of this clip has to do with the actual mix of the song that they put in this game, but also it's terrible anyway. And I don't know how they release this or plan to release this.
I would be embarrassed if that was me. I'd be like, please don't put this out there.
I would
take it back.
I would roll with it. You know what I would do? I would be like, you know what? Yes, this is me. and I am having such a great time because it sounds like dog shit, and I'm in a video game, and this is hilarious. And I would change.
I'd go out
my
and be
name.
like, "Thanks for making me sound so much better than I do." God,
Yeah, and
amazing post production on this was fantastic.
I would change my name on Twitter to bad voice actor guy. I would like get roll with the freaking punches.
You'd have to lean into it heavy
Yeah.
because that's bad.
And instead, Yong Yea is blocking everyone and crying like a soy bottle fed bitch about it. I'm like, dude, you suck. It's fine. You suck. When I finish, 8th place or freaking hit somebody head on in my race car, I say I suck, and I'm a dumbass, and I should probably be fired, which I still agree with to this day. But you can't just be like, I can't be like, oh, it's not my fault. It's everybody else's fault. I'm actually a badass, and I'm going to ban you. No, fuck it. But I don't know how that happens. Now, also, that being said, apparently, they did not release the English version right away because of that.
I mean, the English version, the entire English version should have been scrapped because of that.
Yeah, they should.
It was literally that fucking bad.
Yeah.
They should have deleted it.
It wasn't like supposed to be a meme, like that was supposed to be bad. Like that wasn't. It's not like the guy's in a karaoke bar and he sucks at singing and like that's the big joke. It's not that, right? Like
It looked like he was playing in an actual rock band.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was
on
like,
stage. With
I
people cheering, not screaming.
Like, why are people not throwing everything like their drinks? Like, if I got on stage and did that, they would throw whiskey at my face. Like, look at this. Yong Yea says there will always be a loud minority who will claim I get cast because I'm a YouTuber. FYI, I've been acting longer than I've been YouTubing, which is something I would have never admitted.
Acted like a bitch.
And it says, I earned Kiryu, which is the guy he voiced in Yakuza, spent days perfecting my auditions. If they only cared about follower numbers, they'd just cast Mr. Beast for everything, which doesn't make sense because I don't know, Mr. Beast isn't a voice actor and he doesn't pretend to be. And it's something, the reason I'm personally offended by this is because I've always wanted to be a voice actor since I was a kid. And I talked to Vic Mignogna about it and all this stuff. And I feel like I would be okay. I voiced the character for a video game a couple years ago and it's still not out. So I've been patiently waiting for this to come out, but it's something I would like to do. And there are actual people out there consciously casting somebody like this for a major video game. And
dude, I can sing that shitty any day. No problem.
Yeah.
I'll work for less than him.
Mm-hmm. I sing that shitty all the time.
I'll do it for a super chat. But only if I'm making fun of Yong Yea. I'm mad I'm not blocked. I'm gonna see if I can get blocked.
You're gonna. It doesn't take much, man.
Man, I could have been so successful if I came out the color of my sister. This is bullshit.
You should have. You should have been like, I'm brown.
Actually, I'd be like, I identify as brown. Have you seen my family? Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm Hawaiian. Please subscribe to my OnlyFans. And then, of course, even the Catholic Church would have tweeted out your OnlyFans because that's what they do.
They would have. I know.
They're like,
I could.
Trans priests are completely okay. I'm like,
I was gonna say I could say I'm trans. Maybe that'll be.
What happened here? Oh my gosh, I saw this article and it was like non-binary preacher, and I'm like, there's like a picture of them, and it's of course a guy that looks like Chris Chan with like rainbow colored hair and like rainbow eyeshadow on, and I'm like, is this what makes you non-binary? The like rainbow eyeshadow?
I was about to ask, what is non-binary? Because I've heard this brought up a lot, and I've stopped paying attention. So I guess I'm just uneducated. But
non-binary, Zia, is admitting to someone that you have an extreme mental illness that you're not willing to get fixed.
Oh, okay.
That's what non-binary is.
Oh,
it's like, bro, come on, just call yourself pansexual and get it over with.
I just don't like non-binary. Well, I don't believe I'm a man or a woman.
Oh, okay. That's essentially what it is.
But but it's weird though, because so what are if you don't believe you're a man or a woman, you believe I guess it means you believe there's something other than that.
Do they believe they're both or just nothing? I'm very confused.
I don't know, because you'd think both would still be binary. Binary is actually 3 numbers. It's 0, 1, and 2, right?
Right. Okay.
I don't know. I don't understand it.
I don't either. I even now that you've tried to explain it to me, I'm even more confused than I was before.
Zia, I think what happens is people that lack meaningful interest or personalities to find fulfillment in their own lives. They use something like that to give their personality something to bolster and get attention, right? So it works that way politically as well, right? You'll have that friend that's kind of basic and loves watching the normal or whatever is in Netflix show and drinking wine, and then they find out about politics and they meet a group of friends that like to talk about politics, and then their entire personality becomes politics, right? Like they become the activist politic person that's all they want to talk about. They can go to a party where everybody's drinking and talking about nothing, BSing, and then they want to come in and just talk about politics the whole time. And everybody's like, "Can you shut the fuck up about politics?" They're like, "Bro, it's my life, and if you guys aren't interested in politics, you're part of the problem, bro."
Yeah, those people are fun. I love those people. I love when I run into them at parties, and I'm fucking sober. It makes it worse.
Yep, and that's the same thing with people that only talk about their sexuality 100% of the time. They don't have other.
Oh God, I didn't even think about that.
I
didn't think about going to a party sober and having one of those people come up to you.
Yeah,
it's like you can deal with if you're drunk, you can deal with it. You just like, yeah, I'm retarded too, but I have help, which your excuse. But then no, if you were sober, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I really do want to hear about how much you care about this."
Yep.
And then I always get roped into it, and then you're not drunk enough to do when I used to drink, you lose all awareness. Your frontal lobe is shut down. You're you're not trying to not hurt people's feelings. You're just like, shut the fuck up, and you'll walk away. Like you can just walk away from this. Is like I feel like I vaguely remember times when I've been wasted and talking to someone, and I just get done with the conversation at that point, and like mid words coming out of their mouth, I just turn around and walk away. And you don't think anything about it. You don't feel bad. It's so easy to do. But then when you're sober, you're like,
yeah, it's gross. Yeah, and I've had those things happen, and where somebody will just walk up out of nowhere and start talking about like their how much they support like trans rights or something, and I'm like, what? I was talking about a video game just now, and you just walked up and started talking about trans. No one cares. They're like, "Oh, how dare you?" It's like, dude, like, look, you live your life. Why you stop roping me in?
It's weird because I've been to a bunch of bars and clubs, and I talk to anybody. I don't give a shit. And people come up to me who are clearly on several different spectrums, gender included, and like as I don't give a shit. Like I just talk to people. But yeah, when they come up and they're like, it's like the fucking Jesus Christ Church of Latter-day Saints, but also gay. And they come up and they hand you their book or pamphlet on your gender identity. And it's like, here's how to understand me going into this conversation. That's when you're just like, God, I want to kill myself. Just end my life.
Just a way to ruin a good fucking time.
Exactly. It's like, just go be gay and dance. Like nobody cares.
Yeah. Literally no one cares.
I'm going to do it in a minute.
I also never care if I see a guy in a dress that's clearly a guy, but he's wearing a dress, and I don't give a shit. Go on with your bad self, my guy. Dance it up. I don't give a fuck. Flop that dick around in that dress. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, do I care?
I didn't used to, because it just used to be funny. But now you're like, now you have to think they might be serious, and you're like, oh wait, I didn't want to think about that. I just thought it was just a good gag before. Like you could have just stayed funny.
And then you lock eyes with them, and then they fucking stop, and they're like, "You got a fucking problem, bro?" It's like, no, I'm just chilling. They're like, "You not think there needs to be equal rights?" And I'm like, "Name a right you don't have, sir. Please stop yelling at me." Name one right you don't have. The right to not be persecuted and killed. Good Jesus. That's what Nick looked like when we hung out in Vegas.
Oh, is that a preview of what I can expect later while I sit in the corner?
Yep.
My cuck chair.
Every time I go to the bathroom, Cody, come with me. Every time we come out. Oh, weird. The water just splashes all over my beard every time.
Yeah.
I kind of honestly feel the same way about I guess it's girls, because I have never met a guy that's like this. I hate to say it. That make astrology their entire personality, and they always ask you what their sign is, and then they ask you what your husband's sign is, and then they're like, "Oh, you guys are compatible because of or not." It's just the most and anytime I get into those conversations, which by the way is kind of a lot. More than I want.
It's alarming how often it happens.
So much. And I'm just like,
oh my God.
And I start twitching. I'm like, why?
Man, you know how many times I've hung out with a girl like off Tinder from back in the day, and one of the first questions they ask me is what my sign is. And I'm like, here we go, man.
Why?
She's gonna tell me about all of her antidepressants she takes and all of her undiagnosed things that she self-diagnosed. And I'm like, it gives her an excuse and justifies her being a psycho and insecure. I'm like, I can't wait. This is gonna be real fun.
I love talking to girls about astrology because it helps me talk to the next girl.
That's true.
I always learn something new that I can then get into the next conversation with. Because oh my God, all that information has a shelf life in my brain of about 48 seconds.
You're like, oh my God, you're an asparagus? That's amazing. So am I.
I
heard asparagus goes in calamari real well. We get along just fine.
No, I've literally I've seen those like posts back in the day, like in the early internets, where they would always put the like astrology signs like on the front page of like whatever AOL, and they were always so vague. It would be like, here's all the signs, and it would be like, you're brave, and sometimes you're a little insecure, but also you sometimes make decent choices. And I'm like, that's just everyone.
I was gonna say, yeah. So everyone, yeah, they always do that shit.
That's
the
totally
same thing.
Me.
Of course, I hear the same shit every time. They're like, "What's your sign?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm an Aquarius," and they're like, "Oh, you're super quirky." I'm like, "Yeah, yep." That's what it is.
People say
that's exactly why.
People say I'm funny because I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm like, hold on. Mine said I was funny yesterday. The Pisces. Sometimes you're funny, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're happy. I'm like, oh goddamn! It read me like a book.
My sociology professor in my first year of college, he grabbed one of the random horoscopes, right, or from that shit, and he handed the same one out to everybody in the class, but told them, you had to look at your thing but not show anybody, and then you just show hands. He's like, okay, whose horoscope actually perfectly laid out or like perfectly described them, and everybody's hand goes up. He's like, I gave you all the same one, stop paying attention to bullshit.
That's amazing. I love that so much. That man's a genius.
He was great. He was this tiny Irishman who always wore a green suit with tails. I'm not even joking. I was like, he had red hair, red beard, and he got fiery mad every day. It's like, this is the greatest sociology class I could have because it wasn't taught by a woman.
Oh, I was going to say the sociology class that I took was taught by a short lesbian looking woman with a butch haircut. And all she did was talk about how much the system is fucked. And I was like, all right.
Why are like clowny ginger guys? And I mean, not like, just red hair, like clowny ones where they look like the ones from South Park. Like, why do they always have uncontrolled, like insane tempers? Everyone I've ever met, like you could just say the wrong thing and their face gets blood red and they want to fight. And I'm like, what's happening?
Oh, that's an Irish thing. Like the Irish are all born with the exact same level of anger, but when you compress them into tinier people, they get like they can't contain it as well. Like if you ever met like a 7'4", 380-pound Irishman, he'd be the calmest motherfucker on the planet because he'd only have enough anger to fill his penis.
Nick, are you Irish?
No, I'm Polish.
Okay, you're Polish. Okay, I was wondering.
No, I'm not mad. I'm just retarded.
That explains everything.
He just definitely doesn't believe in immigration at all. Like Poland. Oh my God. Which, I mean, I agree. Speaking of, I agree. Tom Roberts dropping a pink boy in the chat. My boy. Oh my God. I'm a plumber who works 10 hours a day, so I haven't been watching your streams. I got some for you this weekend. No better way to spend my weekend. Sex out, a lady in the bed. I'm drinking beers in my art studio, painting a masterpiece. Man, that sounds like a damn dream.
I was going to say, this guy is fucking awesome.
That was me.
He literally lays pipe all day.
Yeah.
And then he comes home and lays some more.
Hell yeah. Oh, God. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. It's a freaking huge drop from Tom. We love you. We appreciate you. My boy Power Craig in the chat. How you doing? Voice acting is hot garbage. I agree with that. Charles, my boy, says, I went to a buddy's wedding today. I was turning women's head at the wedding after the dinner party with my suit. Also, more titties for Veterans Day, Zia. Happy late birthday, Marines. Ooh, raw. Yeah. So something very strange I've noticed. So, I'm probably the fattest I've been in like a couple of years.
I was gonna say something.
I'm at the tail end of the ball.
I just want Nick to fat shame us all the time while he's eating ice cream.
Yeah, so
I'm a cool 171 today, boys.
Yeah, so about to start my diet Monday, but I'm at the very tail end, and it's always the hardest because I always feel fat as fuck. But then I'll go out to like a get together with a bunch of people, and I just notice that I'm in better shape than every single person there every single time, no matter where I go. It's really weird. I was somewhere like 2 days ago, and there was a bunch of people like from my gym, a few people from my gym that are not regular gym goers, and just walking around. I'm like, damn, everybody is either scrawny or fucking 400 pounds.
There's no in between.
There's no in between. Thank you, Charles. And I'm like, damn, I feel good about myself today. But
I need that.
If I look in the mirror, I don't. So I got to get shredded. And by the way, Deadpool Dubs with another pink boy in the chat. Oh my God, he's on fire. Skylar, the creator, says Cody is cartoonishly buff in person. I don't feel like I am. Well, thank you. Deadpool Dubs says, I was married to a Russian raider. All of those people are corrupt and destructive. Religion clouds their minds, their future. If people do this, we're fucked. When you big daddy since day one. Let me see that hot boss. Thank you, Deadpool Dubs. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Deadpool Dubs with another damn pink boy. He's the man. Sam says, let's hear Zia sing. Sing mode. She's like, nah, bro.
What's your go-to karaoke song, Zia?
Go-to karaoke song is either Brain Stew by Green Day or the Peaches song by Presidents of the United States. I fucking love that song. I love that song so much.
Peaches, how's it go?
Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches.
Oh yeah,
peaches come from a can.
No, I know it now. Yeah, I remember it now. Go into the country, eat a lot of peaches. Yeah, I know.
What's yours?
Mine?
Yeah, your go-to.
You've already heard it.
I know, but what is it?
You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson.
I don't think you
were not alone.
You were so fucking good at it too. I was dying.
I'm here with you.
Lady Raggins and I are like, what just happened?
Oh God, that was scary.
You are not alone in a room full of black people.
Yeah, I was kind of drunk. No, we go to this club. Me and Nick and Vic Mignogna, we go to a karaoke club, and we walk in, and it's 99% black.
Oh.
And we are the only white people there. And we get drunk enough to get on stage. And I get on stage and do You're Not Alone by Michael Jackson. And as soon as it plays the music, and then it's like, another day is gone. They all started fucking cheering because I guess I didn't butcher it. They were like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. I've been awarded the N-word pass.
I need to see. Oh. Drop that one on the show.
I was like, thanks, Nip. And then the night got dark after that.
And then I woke up 2 days later in the hospital.
Oh.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how good you sing Michael Jackson. Thank you, Sam Adams. MB Steve, Mercury's in Gatorade. Someone else I know on Twitter.
I saw that. MTV Steve, that always makes me laugh. Mercury's in Gatorade.
200 Watt Studio says, my girlfriend says Sax is licking envelopes and stamps. I come over once a month and lick her envelopes and stamps. She calls it playing the wheels.
God damn it.
Thank you, 200 Watt Studio. Jordan. I don't even know anyone that plays the Yakuza games in English dub. The JP cast cleared the English cast even before they switched to Yong Yea as the main character. JP cast can sing too. Baka Mita. Mitai is classic. Thank you, Jorby. Yeah, they should just only have the Japanese dub or the Japanese sub, in my opinion. Thank you, Jorby. Love you. Deadpool. I'd sing some Green Day with you. Let me finally hit these goofy super chats that I completely missed because I'm a dumb. Reikon says, tried Rumble Studios today, was pretty good. Can't wait to test it more. Yeah, I heard about that.
Get that going.
Yeah, I heard about that. I saw a preview for it, Reikon. Thank you, dude. Helena, love you. 200 Watt Studios says, Zia, lifting iron, good for the marriage. Vacuuming too. Thank you, 200 Watt. Fire PA, are video games and anime the future of cinema? I don't think so. Although it would be great. I don't think so. And Wazapalooza says, as far as films, Dune Part 2 has to be kicking itself for moving back. Thank you, Wazapalooza.
Ooh.
I gotta tell you guys this because I do it every time it comes up. Anime is bad storytelling. And I know you'll get all mad at me about it and you'll be like, oh, One Piece is great. That's why it's 1,768 episodes. Bullshit. No, it's not good. You can like it, but let me couch it very well and very clearly here. It's not good for Western audiences. It's a different type of storytelling, a different style of storytelling with different tropes. That's why it is becoming more popular and mainstream, but has always been an out-group medium for storytelling in the US. I know you're going to sit here and tell me about all your favorite good anime. That's all good storytelling. Understand what I'm saying has nothing to do with actual quality assessment. It's contextualized to Western audiences. Until they hybridize anime with Western audiences more, the storylines are not going to make sense. It's just Eastern versus Western storytelling because they were done by different people. Ours was done by Christ and theirs was done by Asian Satan.
Thank you, Wazapalooza.
Asian Satan?
Yeah, that was called the nuke we dropped on him.
I was
Damn.
about to ask if Agent Satan had a big dick, but never mind.
No, actually not. Mintrack.
No,
said,
they called one of them little boy because they were hoping to get all the bad priests to go to Japan first, but they just didn't work.
that's all the priests. Mintrack says the first one only did well because they crowbarred it in right before Endgame. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I agree.
And right before the gay stuff, right? So like people didn't realize the forced diversity bullshit. Like that wasn't really as prevalent. Like you thought movies were just gonna generally be okay. Now people have caught on. You know, every Disney and every Marvel film, 100% across the board is going to have at least a brown character, at least one Asian character, at least one black character, and they're all going to be female, and half of them are going to be gay, and you know it's coming.
They're going to be lame and gay.
Lame and gay. Thank you, Mintrax. Appreciate you. And Jesus. Oh, man. Oh, there's so many damn super chats tonight. It's hard to keep up, bros. I apologize. Thank you, guys. And thank you all for all the support. I did take a day off, which was painful, but I had to because I wanted to die.
God damn it, Cody. I'm dying. I'm gonna cry. This chat comment. Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, Bleach. What drug are you smoking, Nick? Thank you for making my point.
I don't even know what that
is. Helped me so much right now. Oh God, I love animes. I love them.
So I just saw
what?
another.
How could you say storytelling's bad? Look at Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Bleach.
They all have 2,000 episodes apiece. Yeah, I've never understood it. No, one of my favorite anime tropes that I can't stand.
It'd be a good show.
Look, I got to put this out there. I've never really been into anime. I've tried watching a lot of it. But one of the anime tropes that's starting to translate into live action stuff, as far as like Eastern stuff goes, is when something is happening on screen and then each character as it's happening explains what's happening like 5 times, and it makes me want to shoot myself in the fucking face. And it's all the popular animes that do this.
What's he doing? He's powering up. I've never seen anything like it. What does that mean? I don't know, but we have to be ready.
Yeah, it's like
you could be a voice actor. Holy shit!
No,
that was actually
like,
impressive.
No shit. It'll be like something like it'll be like, you think you foiled my plan, but what you do not know is there's actually 3 doors behind you, and if you choose the wrong one, then you will be killed. And then it's like, oh no, if we choose the wrong one, we'll be killed. We have to choose the right door, and there's 3 doors to choose from. Which one will we choose? Hopefully it's the right one, because the right one is the only way to freedom. Yeah, I agree, Choo Choo.
Why are you guys so good at this?
I'm telling you, that's exactly what it ended up like.
So good at this.
I don't know, guys. Maybe we should pick. Shut up, Krillin. I hope you die by Frieza again.
God.
I never watched a lot of anime. I feel like Miyazaki doesn't count as anime. That's just like the Japanese version of Disney, which I love dearly. The only anime I ever think I really got into or that I liked was One Punch Man, because I just think it's fun.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I didn't like.
I love anime, by the way. Like
Yeah.
I don't hate anime. I love it. It's great to watch. It's super entertaining.
Especially what was the redo of Hiller?
Redo the Healer is the greatest anime ever made.
I had to download it because you can't watch that. Every place that streams it, half the screen is black half the time.
Yeah, I have the uncut Blu-rays now.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, it'll be like the main character is like, I'm going to take care of, and then he's just doing his shit, and you're like, this is brutal. And then the next episode comes, you're like, man, is this? I don't really know if I like this. I think he's a bad guy. And then we'll do a flashback, and he's just laying there, and like all the dudes are like, yeah, let me get some. There's that one character
laying there in a puddle of cum.
He's like, I love you. You made me do this. And he's choking. He's like, if I could just kill you right now, you would be cute and beautiful forever. And he's just like destroying his asshole. And then like it goes back to modern day, and he's like, I'm going to get my revenge. And you're like, yeah, you are. And I'm going to watch it, baby. Thank God they do the flashbacks right before he brutalizes them every time.
Yeah, they have to.
His fingers. He
You're
breaks
like-
her fingers. Oh my God. And he's like, if you scream, like, I'll kill you. And she's like, she doesn't scream, and they're all broken. And he's like,
They're all
okay.
like,
Yeah,
oh God, they're different directions.
And then he just grabs, he's like, you did a good job. And she's like, oh, and he grabs her hand and he goes, heal. And then they just get healed and he breaks them again. And I'm like, oh my God. And then he just dukes her ass. Oh, it's so great. Oh, what a
Sounds
great
oddly
show.
hot.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
No, can I rub my bean to this? That's
Oh,
what this
yeah.
is sounding like.
Oh yes, for sure.
Okay. All right, yeah.
For sure. Bro, I watched like the first 3 episodes and immediately had to go relieve my balls.
All right. Yep, sign me up. Where do I watch this?
Read it. You might have to download it.
Okay.
Because if you watch the censored versions, right when he starts like giving some beans to somebody, it just goes to like a painting on the wall. And
That's terrible.
yeah, it'll just show a painting and there's no noise for like a
I was
solid
gonna
minute.
say you can't even hear the
No. No.
they always do that like high pitched squeaking.
Yeah.
I love that.
Don't just fucking just watch it. Watch.
All right.
Oh my God. You could, yeah, we could do that. I'm down. Trent, by the way, Trent Westbrook, my boy. Also, I gotta give a shout out to Trent Westbrook for texting me the other day and checking on me. I appreciate you, my friend. One of my boys, IRL, $100 super chat, bro. Bro, my God. Thank you, my friend. I love you. I appreciate you. Coming in.
Thank you, Trent Westbrook.
Trent Westbrook, the man. What a beautiful man. Thank you so much for your red boy. I don't deserve any of this shit. What a huge show to come back to after taking a week off. I appreciate you, dude. I love you. Trent's coming in strong. He ain't letting up. He's the bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to text me again, my friend. I appreciate you. Buzz says, so REKIETA's take on anime is put a chick in it and make her gay. Interesting.
They already
gay
do
means
that.
Giant tits, then yes.
Yes. Yes.
Anime titties are my favorite.
Yeah, dude. They're always huge and ridiculous.
And they got such a good bounce to them. They really figured out the animation of bouncing tits and like they did a great job.
No,
well,
but
it's like those sushi chefs, right? Like they have to go and they have to spend like 3 years just making the rice first.
Right, right. They have to just drawing the nipples.
Very good. Now you move to areola.
Oh gosh. Matt Amos says, fun stream, guys. Also, I'm drinking whiskey and Mountain Dew, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. It's terrible.
That sounds amazing, Matt Amos. I would be so down for that.
You don't know, Zia. You don't remember
I
what
would.
it's like.
I remember. You know what I remember? I remember what I miss drinking. Jaeger. I miss drinking Jaeger. I miss Jaeger and like Red Bull was really
right
fucking
after
good.
college then.
Yeah. I was about to say she was like 19 when this was happening. No one's drank that shit since then.
Love Jaeger. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
I also love black licorice.
What has happened is you haven't tried the other things because you stopped drinking.
I've tried. Look, I'm trash. I come from a trash place and we drink trash alcohol. I drank Mickey's 40s, Jaeger, and Popov vodka. It was disgusting.
So I drank Jack Daniels.
I came from trash. What? Where? Detroit?
Oh, if you've never seen the trash, this is what I try to explain to people. They go to Hawaii and they see like the touristy tropical part of it. They don't see the real Hawaii. That's ghetto as fuck.
No, why would I go? Why would I go there? That's where they still eat people.
Yeah, no, they would think that you're like a god and they would eat your heart for its mana.
Look at his nose. He's definitely a god. We must cut it off and feast on him. Yeah.
He can smell our sins.
No, I drank Jack Daniels up until like this year. I went and hung out with Nick and he had all this high shelf liquor. And now I only drink like bare minimum Woodford. And I love it. I love it. And I'm sure there's even better shit out there than that on a large scale. But Woodford just, it's so delicious. And it just feels great. It feels great. What is that?
It's called the Octave.
The Octave. The Octave.
It's a scotch. It's a so there's this distillery or this company is Duncan Taylor, and they buy scotches from famous distilleries. This one's from Kragenlach, and
Kragenlach.
So it's a 14-year scotch that they buy, and then they age it further in their own barrels to give it a unique flavor. I have another one that a different Duncan Taylor, right? God damn it. I don't know, somewhere. Oh, right here. Yeah, this one. This one is from Berklady, for example. So yeah, they just buy it from a different distillery, then they do their own spin on it. This is so fucking good.
Amazing. Yeah. We need to go to Vegas again sometime next year. That'd be great. And Zia's coming, bitch.
Yeah. What are we doing? Vegas? Let's
Going to
do it.
Vegas. Yeah.
When?
You're not gonna be like, I don't know. My vagina, it hurts a little. I cannot go. I'm sorry. I'm like,
Well, that's a good reason not to go places, Cody.
my vagina, it hurts.
This.
I owe too much money to a vagina doctor. Cannot go. Sorry.
Why are you making me Spanish?
I don't know. That's what
Because you're from that island. That's where the Mexicans come from.
Yeah, that is where they come from.
You're from Mexican Island.
Why do you think the hedges are so nice in Hawaii?
Oh, God. Speaking of hedges, Matthew Fauchen. 100 Canadian boy super chat, which equals 27 cents American. Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate you. Says, guess who's back, baby, with a big ass red boy. You guys are so white. You remind me of my friends who won't try anything else and won't give anything else a try. I love anime. It's the only thing good in this world. Everything else is garbage except for Camelot. See, we can't talk bad about anime. Then Fauchen won't be dropping red boys anymore.
But what didn't he just say? You won't try anything else and won't give anything to try. But he's like, only anime is good.
You fucked up. You told on yourself, Matt. No. Thank you, Matt, so much. I love you. I appreciate you. I like anime.
I love it.
You have to be in that mood, and it wouldn't translate to live action. It just doesn't, in my opinion.
No, that's the beauty of it is the things that they can do with the animation. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah, those over exaggerated facial expressions that you just cannot emulate in real life. It just doesn't work.
Well, and just the weird shit, like when they do like a big move where they're charging and they got a big fucking sword behind them, and like the screen like blurs out behind them and they move, and it just looks different. The whole visual is different. And when they try to do it live, it doesn't work. They can do anime stories live, but you can't do an anime live. It just, something is missing about the medium.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you. I love you. Get the hell on it, doggone it. You're the man. I mean, I watched all the way through Slime recently. The time I was reincarnated as a slime. Yeah, it was a little weird. Every time there was like the 9-year-old naked body on screen and everybody kept drooling over it. That was a little strange, but I guess that's just a Japanese thing. But it's a great show. I enjoyed it. Matthew Fauchen, love you, dude. Thank you so much for your big old fat, delicious red boy. I will consume it all. By the way, guys, if you're wondering, yes, we did hit Naked Snake and Naked Zia. And that puts us 380.
Do I go put my big t-shirt on now?
380 until Fat Milk. What?
I have a hard out in 8 minutes tonight.
Yes, Nick's leaving in 8 minutes.
Sorry.
I didn't announce that because I ain't trying to hurt the grift, bro. Scam a lot for a reason. Thank you, Matthew Fauchen.
I wish I could say I can't be on so late tonight.
Karos is the best gaming anime crossover of all time. Otacon, do you believe love can bloom on the battlefield? Thank you, Karis. I appreciate you so much. I love you. Thank you. Fire PA says, forget sometimes we glass Japan and now we have to deal with kawaii culture as a result. Seeing Cody, maybe you can see the birth rate increase there. You know, speaking of that, look, I don't know what it is, but like everyday normal Japanese dudes like that are in high school or it's almost like all of them has autism. It's the weirdest shit. And that's why they're not fucking bitches. And that's why they're so obsessed with women. And the weird thing is anime culture, that culture. A lot of people obsess over Japanese culture, right? You'll hear that all the time. You'll hear your friend that's obsessed with anime. They love Japanese culture. That's all they talk about. Oh, I can't wait to go to Japan one day. It's going to be so great. But what you don't realize, because these people usually will hold the same opinions. Now, not obviously exclusively across the board, but a lot of the young girls that I know that, love anime, they hold all these opinions that completely like go in the face and contradict why Japan is great. The reason Japanese culture is so strong,
I saw this tweet,
yeah, the reason Japanese culture is so strong is because their immigration policies are so strict that it keeps their culture pretty much Japanese, pure and tied to where it originally came for. They care about the nuclear family. They care about family values. They care about all these things. And also they dislike other races. It's just how they don't really see it as a negative thing. They have Japanese only companies. They have Japanese only grocery stores. They have Japanese only clubs, dance clubs, karaoke bars. If you're white, black, or any other color, you actually can't go into these places. They will say no.
I don't even care. I'd still live in Japan. I'd live in Japan in a fucking heartbeat.
That you'll get you would get a lot of loads dumped in you from tiny little penises, but they wouldn't marry you.
Me. I think that's also fine.
I don't know. Do you think they would, or do they think they're too like turned in, like Japanese dudes in Japan? Like, do you think they actually try anymore? Like, I don't know. I've heard different things.
They might try the smash, but they would never marry. I have a Japanese female friend, and she's like got like a white mom, and she knows. She lived there for like 6-7 years and just moved back. And she was telling me about what Japan's like. She lived in rural Japan, by the way. She says that Japanese men look at white women like they consider all of them across the board whores. Like that's what they call them, the whores.
Just in general,
white women whores. But they will smash their pisser. They're all about it, but they would never marry you.
They would never marry a white girl. So I don't know. I don't know Japanese men, like Japanese men, but all of Hawaii is like Japanese pretty much. But it's like a Hawaiian version of Japanese.
Yeah.
But they also typically date and marry within their own race also.
Yep.
Boys, find you a girl who looks at you like Japanese men look at white women.
Yeah. And on the opposite end of the spectrum,
we'll gear you up. What? Sorry.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, she said that Japanese women adore white men and they think that they are celebrities. They feel like they're celebrities. Like when they see you on the street, they want to take pictures with you.
I've heard that, yeah.
They see you're like a celebrity, but also it flies in the face of their family, and they also wouldn't want to marry you because they don't want to bring dishonor to their family.
Dishonor to their family.
Yeah. So, but you can if you're a white dude, you go over there, you can freaking smash all the pictures you want, which is pretty cool. Which is why I'm going to go there. But what's up? Chris says, watch High School of the Dead. Chat will know. 200 Watt Studio says, my girlfriend made sax tape and I was Camo Man. Helena,
don't talk about Adam 22 that way, you fucker.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Helena says February 22nd to 25th, 2024 for Vegas. Sound good? I don't know. That sounds fine to me. I mean, I can go whenever, but
that's my birthday month.
That means you're going.
I gotta go.
Thank you, Helena. Appreciate you. We love you. And Shadow Golf says, also a great moment was when woke Twitter X found out the majority hentai artists are women creators.
Shocking. Ooh, I like that.
Shocking. Yes.
I think the Redo of the Healer creator follows me on Twitter, by the way. We should get him on the show. I want to be a character that gets rooped. I think that might be her, actually.
In season 3, I want to be one of the characters that just gets brutally rooped. His name is Cameru. Just give him the Dickens.
Cameru.
Give him. I just want to get just dicked down by the main guy. Hiru. I love. He gets the little wolf girl that looks like she's 11, and he tells her, if I smash your pisser and come inside you, you'll get more powerful. And then she does. And he just destroys her.
He's got the magic juice.
And he just keeps getting new women to come in, and he just bangs the freaking shit out of them. And I'm like, what is this show I'm watching? He got that special juice. Oh my gosh. Make sure you guys like the show in honor of Nick REKIETA joining us tonight. And we are 360 until Fight Milk for the first time in weeks.
Oh no, it is a guy. It is a guy who wrote it.
Rip. Matthew, real quick, with a 20 Canadian voice, says, is that true? If a lot of races, though, I know that Italians like to be with other Italians because we understand each other. We grew up the same way. Values were instilled in us the same way. Oh, sure. No, it's probably true for most races. It's just Japanese. It's like 99.98%. Whereas, 11% of people will be in interrelationships, interracial relationship. Sorry,
you were getting there.
Trailer park. So there's that percentage. Like there's a small percentage of every race that are in relationships with each other. Japanese, it's like non-existent unless they are born in America and they're like a Japanese American. Maybe.
You know what show is the best argument against interracial marriage and relationships?
What's that?
All the Star Treks.
All the Star Treks,
because they always do, like, it's like Worf is dating like Deanna Troi, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a while before Riker comes in and busts her cheeks, and it's like the most stilted and uncomfortable relationship every time. And then he goes to Deep Space Nine and he's like fucking Dax or whatever. And she's like super hot. And he's sitting there. And he's like, you are inappropriate. It's like, why are they like this? And all of the interracial relationships on them, they're always so fucking like stodgy and stilted and broken. You're like, yeah, I guess Loving versus Virginia was wrong.
You would think that far into the future, they'd be more accepting of other cultures and realize that they're a little bit different, other races and other cultures, but no, it's the same shit as it is today. We're never going to advance.
Yep. And I thought when you said, what's a show that makes you be against that? I thought you were going to say Flavor of Love. Did you ever watch that?
Oh, shit? The Flavor Flav show?
With with Bridget Nielsen and fucking Flavor Flav. God, it was a nightmare.
I never saw that. The only thing that I saw was him with his stupid clock, and I can't do it.
Yeah, he's dumb as hell. All right, Nick, you ready? You ready to bounce?
I gotta go. I love you all. Some of you in the chat I like okay.
Not Helena, though. Not Helena.
No, Elena's great. Elena's awesome. Hanging out with her in Vegas is tons of fun.
She's great.
Hope to do it again. Zia, Camelot, my heart goes out to both of you. That's why God gave me two chambers of it, one for each of you. I was romantic and gay.
Yes.
Super gay. I'm devastated you're leaving.
Me too. No, I'd love to stay, but I've been streaming a lot lately for my brain, so I gotta go. Catch y'all later. Chat, thanks for having me. Dump some money on these bitches like they're strippers, and we'll see you next time.
We're about to be strippers.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Peace.
So fucking jealous. Peace. Peace.
Thank you, Nick. Nick's such a great man. Such a great.
He is.
Oh,
He is.
Speaking of Nick being a great man, on the 25th, is that right, Zia?
Of this month?
25th.
Yes.
The Camel Thoughts number 8 will be Alex Stein, correct?
Yes.
Alex
Yep.
Stein.
Alex Stein. I don't have anyone for next week yet, but we got Alex Stein for the 25th.
That's going to be great. And
I'm excited. We're going to do Naked Snake with him, and he's going to call us both whores. It's going to be fun.
I'm so excited. We're going to talk about porn. It's going to be fun. Billy Hatcher, love you, says Cameroo, Scooby-Doo sound. Thank you so much, Billy. Damn, she's fine, says Sia. When are you doing a stream with Luis J. Gomez and REKIETA or Camelot all together? This would be an epic show if you ask me. Make it happen. Thank you.
I would love to. If we could get Luis on one of these streams, that would actually be amazing. Do you know who Luis Gomez is?
Nope.
He is a New York City comedian. He puts on a fucking hell of a comedy festival called Skankfest every year, where it's just a bunch of comedians. There's like fighting, there's boxing, there's fucking girls in little bikinis and thongs and comedy shows. It's like, it's wild. He's very funny.
Amazing. Oh, I'd love to be a part of that. That'd be fun. Hell yeah. All right. Thank you. Damn, she's fine. Nazareth says Vic voice Kiaru. Vic voiced Kiaru. Hold on. Kiaru. Let me Google that real quick. Kiaru.
I don't know what this is.
Oh wait, no, he didn't. There's no way. Is there a dub version of this?
I've seen Skytex. I haven't been able to bring this in, but I've seen Skytex mention this at least twice in chat. But I bet you there's more. He's needs you to shame me because I haven't watched Coco yet, and he's been asking me if I watch Coco.
Yeah,
I forgot I was supposed to watch it so I could tell you about it this weekend today, and I just completely spaced it. But I didn't watch it because I was going to tell you how much I hated all the songs.
There's no way you'll actually mean that.
I'm gonna hate him,
bro. Okay, so when
I can already tell you.
Damn it, Zia, shut your mouth. when you go to a Mexican joint, and you're eating your chips and your quesos, and like you're just sitting and you hear like you hear the fucking music.
Yeah.
Do you not like the music playing in the restaurant? Oh, so you just hate all music, is what you're trying to say?
I hate most music.
You're a liar.
I do. I'm a music snob. I like what I like. That's it.
You say you dislike mariachi music.
I don't like it. Hate it.
No. You're gay. You're just fucking lying at this point. You're trolling me.
I'm not. I'm really not. I hate it.
Somebody says, "Will you have Jelly Roll on someday?" He's a music artist. I would love to have Jelly Roll on.
Who's Jelly Roll?
He won a CMA award like the other day.
Country music. Hate it.
He's also a rapper. I think he's mainly a rapper, but I think he won a CMA award.
Interesting. Okay.
I could be wrong, or he got a Grammy nom, something like that. CMA awards feeling seen, accepted, and respected. You know, it'd be great to get a Grammy, but Grammys a popularity contest, in my opinion. Thank you, Renee Galarza, for your gold boy. We're so close to that 5 minute goal, and we got like 45 minutes. We got a while left. Holy shit. That's crazy. I'm pretty shocked. Mudbug, by the way, on Rumble dropped a $100 Rumble rant. Says Nick and Cody and Zia, goddamn, kill me now. I'm too drunk for this. Let's give him the song. Thank you, Mudbug. On Rumble, you are the man. You are the myth. You are the legend. Thank you so much. Somebody says on Rumble says, what music do you like then, Zia? She likes
hard rock, metal, grunge, and some hip hop.
Some hip hop.
Yeah, like Aesop Rock and not Aesop Rocky. They're two completely different artists. Aesop Rock, I like Bus Driver, I like BC Boys, I like stuff like that. DMX is cool. But for the most part, I just listen to like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. You know, I like Coheed and Cambria. I go a little emo sometimes with the Used. I'll take trips down emo road with Coheed and the Used. But a lot of like, Slipknot is another band I love a lot. Stone Temple Pilots, that kind of stuff.
Wow. Yeah. I like everything, man.
I do not. I hate mostly everything.
I like some hip hop, very like some. But I love like some Mexican music. I love metal. I love punk. I love grunge. I love classic rock. I like opera.
I like classic rock.
I like opera, like musical music.
I do not like opera, and I hate musical music. It makes me blow my brains out.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
No. Oh my God.
The truth is, I never left you. How can you not like that?
Because
You're just being a bitch.
I'm not being a bitch. It's fucking terrible. It's so bad. It makes me angry. And the Buzz, yes, Aesop Rock. That is exactly who I'm talking about. He's so fucking good. I love him. I listen to a lot of Aesop Rock.
I'm just upset with you. Renee says Jelly Roll does rap, rock, and country. I learned about him through his hip hop songs. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you. What else? I even like that one dude has tattoos on his face. What is his name? Napoleon? Metro?
There's a lot of people with tattoos on their faces.
He did a song with Ozzy Osbourne recently. Paula.
I have no fucking idea.
Rapa Debo. What the hell? Post Malone. Thank you. Fuck.
Oh, Post Malone. I was like, who the fuck are you talking about? I don't think I've ever heard a single Post Malone song.
Yeah. He did a good song with Ozzy Osbourne kind of recently.
Black Sabbath is cool too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Well, obviously. But I also love Ween. We can't forget about Ween. That's where I start meandering off into weird stuff occasionally. I love Ween and MSI.
MSI. You know, you should listen to Heavenly. It's a band that's very Iron Maiden-y / like Queenie, which
all
is
right,
strange.
I'm down for that. Love Iron Maiden, love Queen.
Fucking
okay.
Good. It's
all
just shreddy. They haven't made an album in like 20 years, but it's great. It's fantastic. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you. Real quick, I'm going to give a few of these giant bolstering monsters some love real quick in the chat for all these huge super chats. Like I said, we already hit Naked Snake and Naked Zia, which we will have coming up in about 22 minutes. But we are closing in. We're like 3:18 from Fight Milk. Billy Hatcher, I love you with a $200 super chat. Huge support. Mint, of course. Thank you so much, Mint. For the giant red boy. Deadpool does. My boy. Love you, dude. Tom Roberts. My friend Deadpool again. Can't be stopped. Trent Westbrook. Matthew Fortune. My boy. Thank you guys so much. Huge drops in the Saturday show. Outrageous. And we're 200 likes away from goal. So make sure you guys like the stream, you bitches. Get on it, doggone it. So we were talking about something through text the other day, and I don't think I could convey this to you through text.
I don't remember what could we text a lot. What was this thing?
I was confused as to a dripping freaking sloppy hooer like yourself would be against the guy you're in a relationship with every now and then smashing a pisser when he's like out of town or something.
Only if I get to do it too. There's no double standards.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
Okay,
there can't be double standards. He can do it if I can do it.
There's double standards in life. All right, this is how this works.
No,
there's double standards in life.
Not for this.
You wouldn't want to do construction. It's a double standard.
Well, I wouldn't want to, but I've done finish work. Like I used to do that shit when I was younger.
Yeah, crawl into a sewer and have fucking roaches on your ass. You
I
know
mean,
what
I definitely would rather not, but if I had to, I would. I guess
you
I
had
could do
to
it.
for like what reason? What would
I
you?
don't know.
So the double standards exist, and here's my argument. Okay, my argument is if you got a dude and
You've made this argument to me, Cody, though. I already know you're going to say he loves you and he cherishes you and he takes care of you and he
Yes.
makes all the money.
Yes.
I don't want to be in that kind of relationship. I never want to be dependent on the person that I'm with. I'm always going to make my own money.
whore,
I can't do it. Like, I don't, if I'm with somebody that makes good money, that's great. I got to make my own money. I need that. I need to have that sort of independence.
so okay, that makes sense. No, I get that. It's kind of irrelevant, but I get it. So if your guy was just already a gajillionaire, but he is just a driven billionaire guy, you wouldn't be in a relationship with him if he's like, look, every now and then I want to smash a bitch, and you're not allowed to.
Yeah, see, no, that's where if he's like, yeah, I want to be able to do it, but you can also play on the side. If you're then yeah, I could get on board with that. But if he's like, I can do it, but you can't do it.
But women can't do it. Women have a harder time doing it from a physical standpoint. Whereas men do it from physical, whereas women do it out of an emotional need and longing, which is dangerous.
Sometimes
if a man's used to smashing a bitch once a year, then he won't be swayed as you age, right? So if you're like 45 and he goes hanging out with a chick, he hasn't even been around another woman sexually for 20 years, and then he suddenly presented this young woman, like he might misconstrue that for love, because he hasn't felt something like this in a long time.
So, but here's what you're saying then is that only attractive men who have money can do that. If someone's unattractive, they can't do that. But that's essentially what it is anyway. I mean, anyone can cheat, really. Anyone does. But it's typically the people with more options that cheat versus people who are very unattractive. They don't really get the opportunity maybe quite as much as someone who's good looking.
Right. So that's my biggest point is there's not a man on earth that wouldn't like take the opportunity if he had it. He could be married for 30 years, 300 pounds, overweight, but he'll say every day, because it's easy for him to say this. Oh,
right.
I would never do anything. Yeah, you don't have the fucking opportunity to do so.
Exactly.
But every man on earth would push the button if they could. And that's the thing, is men with infinite options, the button's in front of them at all times. And I think, and this is just me spitballing, but I feel like it would be more secure in a relationship for a guy to just be able to partake once in a while. That way, like years later down the road, it's not something that surprises. He can't be tricked by the vagina, like, fall in love with another person. Whereas that it would put him in that same situation that women are always in, where they emotionally do it. Right?
Well, see, here's the thing, though. What you're saying is for men that have lots of options, of course, then they're going to want to do it more. But that's just being a woman. Women have options because everybody wants to fuck women. And I would argue that, yes, women are more emotional and they do it for emotional reasons sometimes, but not always.
That is true, but there's always outliers. But let's say, okay, so I explained the guy's button. The woman's version of the button is if you could press a button, and not really speaking like from your past experiences or whatnot, but if you could push a button and just be 22 years old, would you do it?
Yeah. Okay,
every woman on earth would do that.
Yeah.
Right? Every single one of them that are over the age of 30 that would push that button so hard that their head would spin. That's the same argument, is if it's a thing that a woman will never have the opportunity to do so, is press that button. 99.8% of men will never have the opportunity to hook up with multiple women throughout their life. So you're giving them that button and they would push it, right? And it's because men and women are different. So like if a man partakes of like every now and then, he's doing it from a physical standpoint, I feel like his relationship would probably last longer.
Maybe.
Or forever. Because he's not swayed by like random vagina hitting him in the face.
I mean, I think that monogamy is a tough thing to do. I think some people are more suited for it than other people, but it's with the numbers of how men and women cheat, I do think that's pretty even. You can't say that just men get to sleep around and that the relationship's going to last longer, because you know who initiates divorces a lot? Women. Yeah. And that could be part of it. Like there's just, look, monogamy is a tough fucking thing. it's not for everybody. That's why I think you have to define your relationship based on what's going to work for your particular relationship. There's no hard and fast rules. I think some people are going to be able to do the open relationship thing. Some women do marry successful men and are totally cool with them having, sleeping around a little bit as long as they're taken care of.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to find what works for you. And one thing is not going to work for everybody. It just doesn't work.
Oh, I agree. No, I agree. And that's why I'm like saying that I'm thinking to myself, on a grand scale, would it work? I mean, and for example, is
maybe
like the people that occupy that space, the people that, have mistresses or whatever, or hook up with women, it's usually highly successful lawyers, athletes, and celebrities.
Yeah. Well, because again, they have options, like you said.
Correct. So, but they also have by far, without a doubt, the lowest divorce rate out of any fucking demographic. Why?
But do you think that might have something to do with money because these people are all successful? Not necessarily that they're sleeping with other people, just the fact that the woman would rather stay because she doesn't want to give up the lifestyle that she's accustomed to. And also, there's a lot less stress on your life and your relationship when you have money and your bills are paid.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's a huge part of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like it takes so many things away. That could because financial is one of the biggest causes of stress, right?
Yeah, and divorce.
So,
it's a huge
problem. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I've kind of been leaning towards that way for a long time. I feel like if you have
you could find somebody that could be into that. Like, I think you just have to figure out what it is that you want. I also have friends that are poly that are just like, monogamy is not for me. And that's fine. And then they find people who are more suited to that lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. It's an interesting conversation. I like to talk about it a lot, but then everybody gets mad at me.
Why?
And I'm like, stop being mad. It's fun. We're talking about
why do people get mad at you? I don't think that's
dude,
something to get mad over.
I've had this conversation so many times, and dude, so many people get mad. And of course, I have that one guy friend that's a simp, and he's like, his girlfriend's at the party, like sitting right beside him, and he's like fucking like overweight as fuck and has zero game. And he's like, I just don't see why any guy would ever cheat. And I'm like, fuck off. No idea what you're talking about.
Because you can't.
You've literally had never been like, you've never even been looked at by another woman in like 15 years. Of course, you're never going to cheat. That's like me saying, oh, I would never want to be worth $100 billion. Yeah, it's easy to say when I'm not going to be ever. And I'm going to say it right now. I would love to be worth $200 million or $1 billion. That'd be great.
I'd love to be worth that much too. Holy shit. If I was worth that much, I'd never worry about anything ever again in my life.
One Night in Bangkok came from that. Wait, One Night in Bangkok by Falcor? Is that what they're called? Falco? One night in Bangkok makes a hard man humble. You ever heard that song?
I've never heard that song. What is that?
Great song. Great song. I love that song. So interesting. So, but no, wait, let's back up a second because I've never explored this because I just yell at you.
He does.
Okay. So you would be okay with it if you were getting dicked down by other dudes?
Yes.
Okay. And if you found another dude,
at least I would be open to discussing it.
Right. Now, let's say you're with your dude and your dude's being a jackwagon and you're going through some bullshit, and then you meet a fucking dude with a six pack and he's more charming, more educated, more successful, and more driven, and he's just filling you up with his cream. Like, you don't feel like there would be a danger in there with an emotional attachment?
That could happen regardless. That could happen regardless of whether or not you're sleeping with them. That could happen. You can develop emotional attachments and leave a person even if you're not sleeping with someone else.
Sure.
That it could maybe add to it a little bit, but I do honestly think that it doesn't matter either way. If you're having problems and you want to leave somebody, your current spouse, for someone else, you're going to do it whether or not you've already slept with them.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And that brings us full circle to women. They do it at such a higher rate, emotional versus men, and that's where like the split comes to like, should it be allowed on one side or not?
Yeah, it can.
I would say just don't get married. That's my biggest thing. I'd be like, just don't get married.
And I think that works for some people too. Yeah.
What's the benefit of marriage? Yeah.
when Nick and I got married, the benefit for us was because our lives were already so intertwined, and because he doesn't talk to his family or interact with his family because they're awful people, that if something happened and he was in the hospital, it would be really tragic if I didn't get a say. The person that he lives with and spends his life with, but his family, who he doesn't talk to, could come in and, you know, take over, and just sort of having rights in the relationship of like, also I was on his insurance plan with his job at the time. It made sense. We didn't get married. I think we might have never gotten married if it wasn't for those reasons, and it would have been just the same.
Interesting. So you said he hated his family. Did he take your last name?
No, I actually took his last name. He wanted to pick a whole new last name because
Interesting.
he hates his family and he hates his last name. It's funny that came up, but it's apparently very expensive to do.
Yeah, it is. It is. I was about to say, I don't know. Like iDubbbz took his wife's last name. I thought that was really strange because he hates his family too, apparently, or something.
Hey, look, if you don't want your last name, get rid of it.
I would, dude. If I was in that situation, like I would probably just make another one. There's no way in hell I'm taking a woman's last name. That's crazy.
It's funny as like, I guess modern, I guess you could sort of call me a feminist. I don't know. I was super happy to take his last name. I liked it. Yeah.
Good.
I was like, if if God forbid I ever had to get married again, I'd probably still take their last name.
Good. That's a good answer. Tired of this shit. Where it's like, I would never take a man's last name.
No, I like it. There's something like, I don't know.
It's
nice.
like, you took your grandfather's last name, you dumb bitch. Like, they even think what they're talking about. Like, I would never take a man. You already did, you dumb. God.
You did. No, it's true. That's a good point.
God, they're always so silly. Matt Amos says, try the chat. Oh, I read that one live in Bangkok. A lot of lady boys in Bangkok. Now that name makes more sense. Yeah, dude.
I see
Yeah,
what you
dude.
did there.
You reach around, they got a little tiny bit. Oh, got a tiny dick. I was not expecting that. I guess I'll finish. Fire PA says the ultimate example of an open relationship failure took place in this platform was that pro Jared situation. That was a weird situation, and he let it go for a year, man.
What's the pro Jared situation?
Oh, just it was a lot of drama, and he like quit YouTube for like a year, and then came back with the receipts and totally redeemed himself. It was one of those things where he got canceled in the time period where everyone was getting canceled over everything. Like you could just make it. Somebody could just say in like a Discord, "Oh, so and so slap my ass cheek," and they would fucking get deleted off YouTube, right?
Jesus, yeah.
So, but it worked out. He came back, and it was weird. And there was also like I think there was a picture of him like with his penis out, which didn't help the situation.
So wait, he was in like an open relationship and it just didn't work out, type thing.
I actually don't know the specifics of it at all, really. So I don't know actually what happened with that. I just remember him coming back, and it was like this big thing. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. There's also
go ahead.
Sorry. Somebody I want to get on the show is Boogie2988. I think he'd be great for this show.
See if we can get him next week.
Oh, I text him. We've talked 100 times. He's been on my show before. We've been on shows together a lot. We've hung out in real life and ate hot wings together a few times. But you know, he's fun. And I watched his documentary that Mike Clum put out, and it is wild. And it's the first time you ever see Boogie being himself, because like on camera, when he's doing his like kind of sappy videos, which became basically his content for years, and then his video game review stuff, he's like really wholesome. He's not like that in real life at all. And on his streams, it comes out a little bit more on his streams, but he would not stream often at all. But when you meet him in real life, he's completely different. And the documentary actually showed him in being himself a little bit, which was really interesting, which is not a good thing. I'm going to be completely honest. It's not really a good thing. But the documentary was really well done. And I was like, man, I'd like to get Boogie on and talk about it. But he's also on like this Twitter campaign of saying that he's done talking about drama, which I don't think is going to last because he loves to talk about it. Look, he loves it. It's fine.
I was going to say, you just do it. If you like it, do it. Fuck it. Lean into it.
Fuck it. Fire PA, I love you. Matthew Fauchin, my boy, getting us. I don't remember the math, but I think it's like 280 from Fight Milk. Life is complicated. Another pink boy joins the bucket, says life's complicated and also a journey, so just enjoy it for what it is. If you want to get married, get married. If you want fool around, fool around. I know what I want, and that's to be a dad. And if that takes until I'm 50, then I'm a 50s dad. Dude, I know
I could not.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, same. I could not agree with you more, Matthew. Life is fuck. That's why there's no, I always say this, there's no hard and fast rule. And I will never judge what someone else does unless it involves animals or children. That's, you got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'll never judge what anyone else's situation is. Just because it's something that I myself might not be interested in doing doesn't mean that I hate someone else for doing it.
Sure.
Everybody's just fucking stumbling their way through life trying to figure shit out. There's no hard and fast rule for anything. Figure out what the fuck works for you. Like you said, you want to get married, get married. You want to fucking be in an open relationship, be in an open relationship. I like being married. I like having a person to do the whole life thing with, because life is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But it's just, you figure it out. I don't care. I'm not going to get mad at someone else because they want to do it different than me. That's stupid.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I've I've my opinions have slightly changed over the years, and as I try to, my mind matures more, and I start looking at things from a different perspective, and instead of just the traditional perspective that's like food, like spoon fed to me my entire life. I try to look at things from different perspectives. That's why I have these conversations, Zia. I'm like, well, maybe if we got one, and you're like, no, fuck. And I'm like, you're like 39. You can't tell me that much.
Fuck you, Cody.
Your options are like Dave, the homeless Dave guy.
Me so old. You make me older every stream.
You are like 47.
God.
How dare you speak to me in a tone?
Dead by the end of the year.
Just bones. Just fucking bones, bro.
I'm just a skeleton sitting in the chair with my implants slid down to my waist.
They're still there. They're still there. Thank you, Matt Fauch, and I appreciate you. We're closing in on Fight Milk, and we're closing in on the end of the show. What's going to happen? We don't know. We don't know. Matt Amos over there in locals. If you're not part of my locals, you best be joining it. Somebody dropped $10 in locals, and I did not see that, and I feel like a bad friend. Jay Darnitzy says, Psycho Crusher here. Finally got my lazy ass to locals. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Locals is where it's at. I am going. Oh, a little bit of an announcement. I am going to be streaming video games again because I miss it. And I can't do it on this channel because it'll destroy it in the hour. It'll fucking nuke it into orbit. So I'm going to be playing video games starting out once or twice a week on my alt channel. My alt channel hit 10,000 subscribers the other day. I haven't really messed with it in a long time, but there's daily content on it every single day, and it's been doing really well. So make sure you are subscribed to that. And then, oh my God, that freaking picture on local. Make sure you subscribe to that. I'll probably be playing all the Resident Evil games, of course. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And also, very important, guys, real quick, I met a really cool person at my mod meetup recently. Very awesome dude. Talked to him a bunch, had a lot of fun with new people. Carrie was there, Milo was there, a lot of awesome people at this mod meetup. It was in Orlando, Florida. And I met this really cool guy named Sean. We laughed and cut up the entire damn time. It was a lot of fun. And he limps around like a bitch on a cane all the time because he got in a what was it? He got in a wreck, like a motorcycle wreck, and he just got fucked up.
Jesus.
Fucked up, man.
Motorcycles are so dangerous.
So I have his GoFundMe here. I hung out with him for an entire week. He's a great dude. I'm going to post it in the link. Consider giving this man some love. He's a genuine ass dude. We stayed up all night and laughed every damn night. Watched movies. A real legit guy that works real hard. Give him some love. There's his GoFundMe right now. I'm going to drop $100 on it as soon as I get off this show for my boy, even though he just paid me back for tickets to Orlando or Universal, but it's fine. I'm just gonna give it right back to him. It's this guy right here. Look how beautiful he is. So make sure you give him some love. He's a good dude. So throw him $1 or $5 and give him some love and help him with his medical bills because this dude's fucked up. If you saw him, you'd see him.
Will you text me that? Will you text me that link later?
He's fucked up, man. Help him. Look at his face. He didn't even hit his face on anything, and look at it. Devastating. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Sean, for hanging out with me, and I'll be dropping on your GoFundMe because I like to do that with all the GoFundMes I share. I try to drop everything on it. So there it is. Give him some love, and I'll drop a red boy on it because people support me enough. Okay, so give a little bit back to my boys that need it. Raykid says you should play Animal Party with Flawed and I. Bruh, party animals. I love party animals. I was trying so hard so hard to not get pulled in by the party animals.
I think I'm gonna play it. I know it already.
Oh yeah, I told you you're gonna play it with me.
Yeah. You missed a super chat.
You go to sleep so freaking early though.
Yeah, because I have to get up early and do stuff.
Johan, is this the one I missed?
Yeah.
Johan, my boy. Tonight, what's up, nerds? Hello from the Secret Catfish League. Hey, yeah, my boy.
He's fishing.
Johan Noxos doesn't like EBS.
I saw that because I was in the chat and he's like, I can't stand this guy. I gotta go see in the Discord. Zia. I was like,
Fuck this motherfucker. I thought that was funny. I like EBS, but yeah, no, I get it. Thank you so much, Johan Noxos. I'm glad you're back.
I'm still listening.
Get on it, doggone it. Thank you, my friend. And Raken, I love you. Fire PA, love you. Matthew Fortune, I love you. Billy, oh no, I saw that, Billy. I was trying to figure out who the voice of Ki Yaru was. And I kind of jumped past it. Thank you, Billy. If you're live, man, I think we can make that happen. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Boys, we love you. We're closing in on the end of the show here. A little bit more things to cover before we log off this bad boy. I do have a show Monday and Wednesday as well. Mr. Krigler will be on one of them, probably Adam Krigler. And then I have one scheduled for the 27th. I have Mint on the 27th. I'm trying to fill up my whole schedule, but I don't know if you guys realize this, but when my Twitter got deleted, it nuked everything. And anybody that was standing by me or like knew me, they abandoned the shit out of me so fast, which sucks because when you don't have a Twitter, when you don't have a Twitter, you're not like real anymore. Like you're not a real person anymore. And the only people I could talk to was like Zia and Nick. That was pretty much all I had. And like Craig I was like texting Craig. I'm like, hey, can you like text these people, please? And like, see, I'm trying to hook up with Razor, and he did. And Razor Fist got on because Craig helped me. So, but I got a person to do a booking agent Twitter for me, and I've been able to get a few guests now. And also Zia's getting guests on this show. So we're collabing. Dude, I'm trying everything I can. I've been trying everything I can. It's so hard. It was so easy for so long because I had a Twitter with a huge following. And when you lose that, it's like the end of the fucking world.
It's so funny though, because I feel like my Twitter, like I maybe this is just me, but I'm getting closer to like 20. I've got like 23 point something thousand followers. And to me, it feels like it's so small that people that have bigger followings just ignore it. They're just like, oh, which I don't know. I don't always go through my DMs either. I'm really fucking bad about that. So I try to be like, I try not to take it personally because I do it and I don't mean to do it. I just, I get so distracted because there are so many places to be, like Instagram messages, Twitter messages. Now I have Snapchat and then text messages and then the Discord. And then I just sort of start to lose track of where everything is and like all my messages. And I don't know if it's just because my ADHD ass brain can't quite handle all of it. or what. So like I do try to be understanding of people for that reason, but some part of me is like, is it because my following's not big enough sometimes?
No, like if you have over a couple thousand like that, that's all that you need to get people to respond. And I had like 20 something thousand, 23 or 24,000 before I got yeeted off the fucking platform. And I got removed from Twitter over something that didn't even break the TOS. It has been 2 months and I still have I send like 2 or 3 appeals every hour. And they don't give a fuck. Whoever banned me apparently was deeply offended by something else that I did, probably the furry shit, because they're in tech, so they're probably a furry. And they put a note on it like this person does not get unbanned because their review system will auto reject me within a couple of seconds every time.
So I was gonna say you're not even doing a repeal to real people. It's just it's an AI at this point, right?
It's
like
just,
they're
and
just
they just reject me over and over and over. So that's just how life is. By the way, guys, can you go comment on my last video? Because we're 4 comments away from my comment goal on my last video. It's on there. You'll see it. And also, what else? There was something else that was important that I can't remember. Well, fuck it. It'll be. Oh wait, no. Subscribe to this channel because I'm like 100 away from 223K. That'd be great. Thank you.
Shit.
Nick Rekeda says gay, and he also said, imagine having under 150K Twitter followers.
You know what? You know what, Nick? We all can't be super smart internet lawyers who are all fucking hilarious and shit on their Twitter, like saying cool stuff all the time.
You gotta
Excuse me.
message your friend Elon Musk that you know personally and tell him to unban me. Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, tell them to unban and then tell more people to follow me.
There you go. Thank you, Nick. Renee Galarza says, I would like you to have Adam Kulhaun on.
Calhoun.
Calhoun? Oh, Calhoun. Yeah. What? Why did I think that? Hold on. Let's
Because
see.
you're from a trailer park, Cody. You can't read.
Adam Calhoun is a American rapper, singer, songwriter, YouTube vlogger. Bet.
Good for him.
I would love to have him on. I will try. I'll try, but it's hard sometimes. You know. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate you. Maldy says you ain't alone. I can never forget that. Thank you, Maldy. I appreciate you, baby, for always being so good. But oh my god, it's funny. I don't know why your questions are funny because I don't know the way they're worded, and then I just keep looking up at your fucking profile picture, and it makes me.
Little dog.
I just picture this like shaking ass chihuahua being the one asking all the questions, and it makes me laugh. How much sex do you want a week? Zia versus Camelot. Every day or twice a day is how I like it. That's
5 to 7 days a week is good for me.
5 to 7 days. Yeah, see, so every day. Basically every day.
Very good. Yeah.
I have friends that haven't had sex in like 2 years, and I'm like, how? That's
how you live.
That's what turns you into a degenerate, I think, because like you have to rely on yourself, and then you join all these forums, and you start getting into like some weird fucking shit, and then all of a sudden you're arrested.
All of a sudden you're arrested. That's funny. I have a theory on that too. My theory goes the other way. That if you get too into stuff, like if I start watching too much porn, sometimes I find myself down a rabbit hole because I need more to stimulate my brain, and then I'm like, you need to take a little porn break, Sia, because I find myself watching something that afterwards I'm like, oh no. You just close the laptop, and I'm like, I gotta go shower now,
bro. Like one of my favorite ones finally released one the other day. It's like once a damn month, maybe. They finally released one, and for like the second time in like 6 months, and or 3 months, which is like 3 possible videos, right? In 3 months, for the second time, it's like this chick, getting railed, and she of course she's gorgeous and whatnot, but it's on a beach for the second time in 3 months on a beach, and you can tell the person involved, like the artist, the photographer that's directing it, wants there to be sand like all over her ass and like going in her vagina and stuff, and it's on a Spanish.
Terrible and uncomfortable.
I can't even watch them because like there's just sand going in her, and I'm like, why did the director do this? Because that's what he's like. You don't accidentally do that. Because at first there was like a towel down at first, and they were like kissing and stuff, and then all of a sudden it just cuts to the next scene, and she's like she's like riding him in the surf, like in the water, and the water's coming and hitting her, and she's like riding him. I'm like, oh,
that sounds awful. That sounds truly terrible.
Oof. God. Nick says Elon said Cody was not getting back because he's a troon. He said Azia was cool though, and he'd love to shoot her into space, duct tape him through the trunk of a Tesla. Damn, son.
Oh, you know what? That's a pretty good way to go out. I'm down.
Oh, God. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you
kicking my ass lately. Space sounds good.
I wish this website would update. Like I'm trying to actually keep up because YouTube doesn't. Slosher, I love you, dude. YouTube doesn't. It doesn't give you the correct. It just gives you a decimal once you pass like the goal, and it's not updating. Fuck on the website. It's like an hour. God, it's annoying. Thank you, Nick. I'm trying to see where we are from Fight Milk because we're close. We're under 200. We're under $300. We're far under it. Like 200 and something away.
Wow.
Nick, I love you. Appreciate you. Johan says, I still love you, brother. You better, damn it. But I don't give air to people I vehemently disagree with on a fundamental level. Give you my number. I got your number. I think we've texted. I might be wrong. I text a lot of people though. I'm excited for tomorrow's Zia. Yeah. I'm kind of different.
Me too. Sorry. Go ahead.
I actually enjoy. I really enjoy talking to people I vehemently disagree with. Like Melanie Mack. I think Melanie and me disagree on almost everything that's not like a video games or something, right? Anything like personal, like we are opposite ends. But I love talking to her about that shit.
You know what I like about Melanie is I also disagree with her on like 90% of everything, like personal stuff. But she's always so like sweet about it. Like I feel like with her, she's coming from a really good place, and she's like even outright said on social media to her followers, which to me I think is just so fucking cool. That she's let because people get mad at her for being friends with people like I have an OnlyFans, and like sort of those things that she does, and she's like, I'm never gonna abandon my friends because they do stuff I just like, something sort of along those lines, like very publicly. And I was like, damn, that was really fucking cool. And I just like really appreciate people like that. I think it's cool that she's like that. Also, Johan, I'm so fucking excited about those peanut butter cookies.
What did you get? Peanut butter cookies?
I got his mom's recipe for peanut butter cookies, and I'm making them for the snack stream tomorrow.
And
Can't wait.
What the fuck, Nazar? You super Nazar.
What?
How many dicks in you per day? How many dicks?
How many dicks do I want in me per day? I'm good with
day.
good with one dick. I don't
Well,
need a lot of
what
dicks.
about like 6?
That's too many dicks. That's a lot of dicks.
Nazar. But listen, Nazar's like, you misinterpreted what I said previously. How many dicks in you is what I'm trying to get. Thank you, Johan. Oh my God. Johan says 5 years, bro. 5 years. Dude, I
Wait, 5? Oh wow, 5 years.
That's a big number. Yeah,
I'm too horny. I can't.
Yeah, dude, same. Dude, I see an ass cheek and I'm like, I'm ready.
Yeah, sometimes I see guys in the gym and I'm like, I wonder if I'd get kicked out if I sat on them.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yes. Yes, I would. Don't do it.
but Zia, how many dicks in you per day? Versus
one is good. I'm fine with one dick. That's enough.
How many puss in you per day, Zia?
Well, that's a different question. How many of those I could take?
How many puss in you? Put that in me. Can you put it? How long are your labias? I will put them inside me. Oh, he's like, so like, but if there was like 9 dudes lined up, well, how'd you feel?
No, there's too many dicks. I don't need that many dicks.
Oh, scissor me timber, Xerxes. God. Oh, fuck, bro. All right, we should do a naked snake. I forgot all about that shit.
I gotta go put a different top on and put a big t-shirt on.
All right, let's do it. You go do that. Okay. This is the 232nd naked snake in a row, I think. I forgot. I didn't stream Wednesday, which was very out of character.
And how many naked snakes on this show?
That's all of them. All of them. 6 at least.
Thank you guys so much for getting us to 6 naked snakes on the show.
I guess 6.
You guys are the best.
Oh, man.
I love getting naked.
Yeah, dude.
I hate clothes. They're terrible. This whole time I've just been annoyed with the stress. I'm like,
That's that's me. And that's why I'm starting my diet Monday, and I'm going all the way until March. And it's gonna be super strict. It always is. Because I want to every time I'm naked, I want to look in the mirror and be like, oh my God.
Yeah, same Z's. I want I follow so many fitness girls and I'm just like in love with their bodies. I just drool over them. There's that they get where their waist comes in before it hits their hips. And that's what I want. I'm trying to get it to go in here before it hits my hips. Because right now it goes in, but then I have just like a little bit of love handle right here. Just enough that it just doesn't quite go in where I want it to go in.
Oh,
that's what I'm working on.
Okay. I have the number. We're 250 from 5 mil.
Oh shit.
250.
I'll eat some whipped cream.
I
actually have obliques, Kenny. Surprisingly, that's like something that came quicker than I realized. I have them here. It's just this part. I want it to go in.
I have like a over the top wide and long abs. They are like real big and stupid looking. Yeah, they're just like boop, boop, boop.
You've got the brick abs.
Yeah. So, but I had a pretty good set of them 2 years ago, but last year this year I couldn't do shit because I was traveling so much and I was getting used to traveling full-time racing and I just could not stay on a freaking track. No pun intended. But this year I'm starting early, so it's before the race season, so I can get freaking shredded before the race season. So, Thank you. All right, go do it. Go do your thing. Appreciate you guys. Hell yeah. Get on it, doggone it. How many naked snakes have we had so far? 232, I think. I think we're at 232. 232, I think. I don't really work obliques because I don't want to be wider because I'm already as wide as a freaking house. I do obliques like once a month, and then I do my normal core shit, every week. So that's what I do. That's what I do. So thank you. Appreciate you, Nazar. But how many dicks, though? But how many dicks, Nazar says. Thank you, Nick REKIETA. Thank you, everybody that supported your boy. We're 150 likes away from gold. Make sure you like the stream. Nazar's fucking profile picture is killing me. Exposing she doesn't want variety like guys want. Yes, you're right, Nazar. Because how many chicks would I want to bang in a day? The most. Okay, so this is like the record for me was 3. I hooked up with 3 different women, and one was in the morning because she was a nurse and she worked like third or something. So she showed up at 7. Then I had a girl I hung out with before the gym and hooked up with that I was training. And then at night, a different girl came over. It was 3 different people. 3 different people. So, and that's probably the only reason that's all I would want is because I'm like tired. Now, granted, if you line like 9 chicks up in front of me, I might just give it a go, as an experiment. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Yeah, exactly, Nazar. You're right. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Great point that I took way too long for me to get in on.
Wanting variety is different I don't need 3 to 9 varieties in a day, but having a few varieties a year is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
If that makes sense.
Rakin says, I need to get shredded again. I used to have abs without flexing. Yeah, so
I want that.
When I flex, my abs are less apparent. Like when I was at my most cut, I only had abs when I relaxed and breathed out. And then I would have really nice abs. But if I flexed, they would all like almost combined into like one fucking flop. So
super ab.
Yeah. But when I like let go, they'd be like boop, 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 all the way down. It was really weird. So thank you, Rakin. Appreciate you, dude. Love you. All right. It's time for Naked Snake. We got 15 minutes left. Get on it, doggone it. We're so close. We're so close to the Fight Milkies. The Fight Milkies. Here it is. It's time for Naked Snake, boys. Hope you guys are ready. I thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We almost hit our like goal. We're 150s away. We're so close. Give you boys some love. We'll be back Monday, of course. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and I'll be on the alt channel a few days trying some games and stuff. So make sure you subscribe to that goofy ass channel. So now, without further ado, it's time for Naked Snake. Here we go, boys. It's time. Thanks to everybody that supports your boy. I love you. I appreciate you. Here we go. $232 times in a row. 6 times on this show, which is all of them. All right, let me put my bandana on. 2 seconds. Monkey Man!
What a thrill with darkness and silence.
Monkey Man coming in strong already. Look at him.
What a thrill.
All right. Alex Jones, it's time again, boys. Here we go. You ready, Zia?
I'm ready.
Let's do it again. Here we go. Oh my God. Look at that top, son. In my time, there be nobody else. Oh my God. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Holy ozone. The best part, guys.
Someday we'll go to the rain. Someday
Gotta do it.
you feel on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Amazing. Get on it, doggone it. I appreciate you guys. You're goated. Not for honor, but for you. We need to get Zia a headband for sure.
I'll get a headband. That'd be cool.
Yeah, dude. It'd be great. If somebody said turn around, if we hit 5, you will do a Christmas card if we hit 5 milk.
Yeah.
All right. 5 milk. If we hit 5 milk, she'll do a Christmas card, and you'll see her big old fat ass.
I'm working on it.
Thank you, Holy Ozone. I love you. I appreciate you. Get on it, doggone it. You're the man. Amazing. Amazing. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys so much for all your support. You're too good to me. One last time for the boys in the chat. Here we go. Get on it. Doggone it. Amazing.
So cool that you can do that.
Thank you guys so much. Love you, Rob. Appreciate you. Nazar says we need Jesus. Thank you.
You'll need Jesus, though.
I love how the only time I don't lose viewers doing that is when you're on the show.
Is that true? Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No one wants
great.
to see a guy. I've literally had people in the stream and I took my shirt off and they're like, wow, this is gay. I'm leaving. And I'm like, do you have gay tendencies? I just have no shirt on, bro.
Yeah. Like what's gay about admiring a man's physique that he's worked so hard for in the gym?
What's gay about admiring a man? What's gay about admiring a man and imagining him bending you over and filling you with his hot baby gravy? There's nothing wrong with it.
That's not gay at all.
No.
I do that regularly. I mean, what? I mean, huh?
Nothing wrong with it at all. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So do you have you sometimes have guests on Unqualified Experts, right?
Yes, I do. You've been on Unqualified Experts.
Yeah.
Cecil's gonna be on next week. Nick REKIETA's been on.
Yep. So who's what day is your show, Unqualified Experts?
Autistic Boobs, Mint, Thursdays at 8 p.m.
Thursdays. So who's coming on Thursday? Cecil's
coming on this next Unqualified Experts.
And then tomorrow you have your snack stream.
Tomorrow's snacks also at 8. I'm gonna make peanut butter cookies. And I'm trying Skyline chili for the first time. I already know I'm gonna fucking hate it, but we're doing it.
What's Skyline chili?
Skyline chili is apparently this thing that they do in Cincinnati, Ohio. And the Skyline chili has cinnamon in it and it's slightly sweet. And they pour it over spaghetti noodles and they put, I guess it's cheddar, like shredded cheddar cheese over the top of it. So
it kind of sounds great.
It sounds disgusting. I'm not looking forward to it. However, Healer, I see you, Healer. This was Healer sent it to me. I don't know about Skyline chili. I am going to also make Johan's mom's peanut butter cookie recipe, and those are going to make everything all better. I already know.
Yeah. Awesome.
No, Flanimal, it's gross.
By the way, Sean, I made you a mod in the chat. You can post your link to your GoFundMe yourself. I should have done that before. Also, you don't have a profile picture. I need you to make it Walter holding a crowbar. That's what it needs because I just associate that with you now. This is what you get, Larry. This is what you get for fighting a stranger in the Alps.
No chili should ever have cloves in it.
I love it, dude. I love it. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you, dude. Get on it, doggone it. You guys are great. Thank you, everybody on Rumble. Real Patriots Party says there's nothing wrong with downing a bottle of scotch from Uncle. Bailey's? Oh my God. Fucking Bailey's. You guys are wild. Mudbug on Rumble with a $100 Rumble rant, my boy. Cam, do you have a Discord? I have a Discord that I don't really mess with much. I've been in there a little bit lately, but the mods in there I think hate me, which is totally fine. I would probably too. But it's I go in there every now and then. I usually hang out in Derek's Discord more than anything. It's just filled with like a handful of OGs that have been there forever. So that's kind of what I do. But yeah, I do have one. Thank you. Appreciate you, Sean. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the people here today. And I appreciate most of all Zia for being on the show with me every damn Saturday. I appreciate
you for having me on.
And
also,
hopefully,
you're gay.
What? What the fuck?
That was too nice. There was too much nice stuff, and I was like, "This feels weird." I'm just kidding. I love you. Thank you for always having me on.
Yes.
This is like the highlight of my week.
I fucking agree. Like you don't even know how. Like I agree with that so much. But maybe in the next month or so, you can use my altar setup right here on my desk, and we'll party. It'll be great.
At the same time,
Yes.
can we dual stream?
Yes. You just add another camera, you goofy stick.
Oh my god.
It'd be great. Oh my gosh. Justy says, "How are you not married?" Who, Zia? She is married. Who?
Yeah,
Zia?
are we talking about me? Are you
Yeah.
talking about me? I am.
Yeah.
I is.
I am not, unfortunately.
Well, you
Or no,
were,
actually,
though.
fortunately, I'm divorced. Yes,
Yeah.
even better, even gayer. You know,
Totally cool.
there's some nobility when a woman is like, "I'm a widow." It's like you're like, "Oh." When a man's divorced, you're like, "Oh, what a." You're like, "Oh, what a bitch. What a tiny dick bitch." You're like, "Well, thanks." You know, it's just like this is how it is. This is how it is, man. To that, thank you guys on locals, by the way, all my boys and locals. I've been trying to include locals more, but I'll hit a really gay depression and it fucked everything up. you know how it is when you're in your 30s and alone and sad. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
That's weird. Hold on. Interesting. It's weird. Rekeda Law says, I forgot to say Elon said he wasn't sure the rocket has enough thrust to lift Zia. Just had to get one more in there.
Damn it, Nick.
That's good. That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
Her ass is just too fat and not in a good way.
Oh
It's in the
no.
worst way possible.
Oh no.
Oh,
Not the
that's
good
sad.
kind of fat.
That's sad. Oh my gosh. Appreciate you guys. God damn it, Nick. Anything else you have to push, Zia, for your next week's shows or anything after that?
No, I think just my YouTube channel. It's just Zealand. If you guys want to go subscribe to that. Yeah, I've got Snack Stream on Sunday, Zia next Tuesday on Tuesday at 8 p.m., Unqualified Experts on Thursday. And then on Mondays, I talk Doctor Who with X-Ray Girl because it's one of my favorite. I've ever seen it. And so we go back and forth between our two channels.
Sweet.
Thank you, Matt Amos. I'm building a shelf. It takes time. God damn
It does, man.
It takes fucking forever.
I love how 200 Watt has to get one more in here. Says my girlfriend took me to Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. I got to stay and wash dishes for many hours. Thank you, 200 Watt. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Appreciate you guys so much. Love you. You guys are goated. And real quick, a big shout out to my boy. Where is it at?
Gifted 200
Yeah,
and no, 50 subs.
Could you imagine 200? I don't even think.
Oh, that'd be a
That'd
lot.
be more than I've ever had. That's not it. It's 200 Watt Studios being Down syndrome. Where is it at? God, it's all there. He is. Low watermark with 50 Camelot memberships. That is insane. Insane in the membrane. Thank you.
Insane in the brain.
Thank you. Thank you. Somebody Nazar said, "What's Zia's only not ass so I can subscribe?"
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. No, you have a good ass. I don't know why there's this meme going around.
I'm working on it. It's gonna get better.
I've seen some flat asses in my time.
It's not flat. It just,
Yeah, and yours is not flat at all. It looks
Yeah.
definitely doable for sure.
I'm working on it.
Good. Don't forget, everybody, make sure you subscribe to Zia Anderson on Twitter, and make sure you subscribe to me on here, and do not subscribe to Rekeda Law trash channel. Giant nose, shystery.
Shystery.
Shystery. Oh God! And make sure you like this show before we get the hell off here. And have a good ass night. I appreciate all the support from all my boys. You guys are too damn good to me. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm just overwhelmed. Seen a lot of support on Twitter lately. The same guy, Low Watermark, did a super thanks of $500 on my alt channel the other day.
That's
$500.
That's so
Insane.
awesome.
I don't deserve even a 500% of that. So I really appreciate it. And real quick before we get off here, people are just trying to keep us live. Trent Westbrook, my boy. Says you made it through the end of the week, bro. Told you, you got this. Thank you. Yes, I feel way better than I did the other day. So I appreciate that, dude. I was feeling, I'm sure I told you, Zia. I think I talked to you all day and I was like, I want to die, Zia. Kill me.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, he was sick and he was not doing so good.
Yeah, I was not having a good time. Thank you, Trent. I love you. I appreciate you. You're goated. Thank you so much. We did not, Sean. We were close though. Thank you. I love you. And Nazar says REKIETA's nose is all the booster you need. Damn. Thank you, Trent. I love you. We're gonna raid Flashcast. I was gonna raid Billy, but I don't see Billy on my list for some reason. So we'll raid him in another stream because he's really supportive and he's a good dude. But I don't see it on there. It didn't populate for some reason. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. Get the hell on it, doggone it. I'll see you guys Monday, and I'll have a new video coming out real soon, sooner than usual. So get on it, doggone it. A lot of fun. Love you. I appreciate you. You guys are goated. Hell yeah. Say bye, Zia.
Bye. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything.
Hell yeah. Bye.
Bye.